But, admittedly, they did say they found the money, so they didn't need to make a movie to search for more money.
Fair, I suppose.
So, is Mel Brooks behind the sequel?
Mm-hmm. He is funding it out of pocket.
Nice.
And he didn't go for that joke? That's crazy.
Which
Yeah.
one? Oh, what,
No,
you guys talking about Spaceballs 2 or
he
something?
decided to go make fun
Yes.
of, he decided to make fun of Hollywood with it.
Good.
It's called,
Okay.
in total, Spaceballs 2! The new one!
Yeah?
Okay.
Because of Hollywood redoing so many movies.
I was gonna say, if they
That's
really wanted
fair.
to make a joke about it, they'd probably
And
just,
obviously,
like,
it's a lot like Elden Ring, where they named the horse Torrent. It's...
Yeah.
He knows everyone is going to search for Spaceballs, the new one.
That's, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Oh, we're starting strong.
They should
Sneaky,
have.
you
You know
seen
what?
the
If
movie?
they wanted to do that, they should have said Spaceballs Free Edition.
Sneaky, have you seen the movie poster?
Yes, I did, yeah.
It's parodying the sequel trilogy.
Hold on, I haven't seen...
Oh no!
Oh my
The
god.
Schwartz Awakens.
Oh,
the Rick
we are
Moranis
starting
version.
strong.
I will finish what you started.
Excuse you?
I was
What?
bitching about how like Ryan.
That was
Johnson
the whole part of the marketing.
started. The,
Yeah,
the,
I get that.
the
Oh wait, they
shitty-
released another
the
trailer?
gentrification. Oh what? Oh, I haven't even seen the first trailer.
Oh god,
be
they
honest.
did release another trailer. 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's,
Got a link?
The Schwartz Awakens. Yeah, here.
Let's see. Open link.
Oh yeah, UK. Yeah, Australia made mixtape. Yeah, we talked about that. Did you just find out about that? Yeah, Australia made mixtape. Australian tax dollars from Victoria, which apparently I've been told by my reliable Australian connections is basically a liberal hellscape of liberal hellscapes that is Australia. So it's like a double liberal hellscape, which is it's terrible.
I hope this isn't. I hope this is like how the movie opens.
Oh, I hope it is.
Not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatar, plus 3 upcoming Avatars, making 5.
30
Making 5
MCU
Avatars.
movies.
No.
With 2 Robert Juniors.
DCU attempt
You
number
attempt
1,
one
number
and
2.
An
7
animated
Jurassic
Lion
Parks.
King, a live-action animated Lion King, a live-action
Harry Potters.
animated Lion King prequel.
TV series remaking the same 8 Harry Potters.
What? Wait, what? What did I walk in, Jordan?
By the way, I love that 4 Beatles movies with a question mark. Like, wow, that's the craziest out of everything you just listed.
And
And
Oppenheimer.
Is this the Spaceballs 2 teaser, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's only been one Spaceball.
Spaceballs.
Until now.
Until now.
Until now.
A prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy.
I do appreciate the top comment too is, so what you're telling me is now there's going to be a pair of Spaceballs.
Yes.
Yeah, also, I hadn't noticed, but one of the gouges in the helmet has a band-aid on it.
Yes. Hey, now it's no longer
Oh.
single jingle space ball.
I really hope hope this is solid.
Service of stuff. Research
As do we
on
I
all.
mean,
the
look,
movies
I'm
that
go- I'm
it is
going in
funded.
with no.
Ron
So-
Prometheus started A30.
I have two hopes from this.
Ah.
It's being done by Mel Brooks. Obviously.
Would you say that
And-
you have a new hope for it?
I do have a new hope for
Fuck
it.
you.
And
You-
two, it's being done out of his pocket. He's not doing this because someone else is paying for it. He's doing it with his
Nice.
own
Oh, yeah.
money. So, it's the guy who originally parodied everything, making it again with his own money. I have hope.
Yeah. You know what? I am disappointed about one thing. During that big, long scroll of words, there was no "and one Barbie movie featuring literally me" guy.
That was
Yeah,
covered under Oppenheimer. You just
no,
couldn't
but
see
here's
it.
the thing, though: is Ryan Gosling movies are. You don't really need to make fun of them.
Yeah.
Like, they're just Ryan Gosling movies. So, like, that's it. It's like, yeah,
Ryan
okay, yeah,
Gosling
wow,
movies,
Ryan
and everyone
Gosling made another
knows-
movie, okay. Like, you can totally make fun of the Avengers going about 20 times past the amount of movies they should have made them.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
totally make fun of how many times they're remaking Harry Potter. You can totally...
Yes.
Man, they need to re-release this teaser because they need to update those numbers of how many Harry Potter remakes there are.
Yeah.
Wait, no. What do you mean?
This
Two
teaser released
Dunes,
11
7
months
Jurassic
ago.
Parks, 2 Avatars plus
Wait,
3
repeat
upcoming
that, Sneaky?
Avatars.
They released this 11 months ago. There
Yeah.
has
Oh,
been
yeah,
a
wow.
Black Snape since.
Well,
black-
no, they mentioned the sequel,
TV series.
not sequel. The
Yeah, they do
spin-off
mention the TV,
TV
series.
series. They don't mention
I like-
Black Snape,
2 of which are also
but
Predator movies, not to be mistaken
Right,
for
Yeah,
but
I
that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
movies that
Though,
were not also
the
in
TV series was announced a way long time ago, like 2 years plus ago.
But Black
But, like, they
Snake
didn't-
and
They didn't say who
the
was going to be playing in it.
houses, the
Yeah, true.
diversity houses, everything.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, at this rate, they really should just change the house colors to the various colors of the pride flags. You know, like this is the trans house, this is the gay house, this is the
Ooh.
What are
lesbian
you talking
house.
about? Hufflepuff exists.
but they're all
I'm not proud of that joke, but we're gonna keep it there.
Like the fan theory I saw that the 4 kids.
Obviously,
I still
Slytherin
fucking love-
is the gay house.
I still love Mel Gibson. After 40 years, we asked what the fans want, and then we're making this movie.
Yeah.
fair.
More
Mel
money
Gibson is a
Has
treasure.
been found.
Mel Gibson remains a treasure. Like, I
He's
don't
something.
think he has bad movies.
He doesn't. He doesn't have bad movies. I do really appreciate the interview he gave a long time ago where he called himself a fiscally irresponsible crazy man. And he was
Yeah,
baffled
yeah.
that Hollywood kept funding his movies.
Fair.
And then he made one comment about the Jews, and suddenly that money went away. It's really weird. But
Unfortunately,
how
for
many-
them, this movie was promised to us 3,000 years ago. So
Was it?
it was, yes.
30 years later.
Yeah,
Oh well.
damn.
Starting to feel old yet.
Shut up.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Speaking of feeling old, we got 2 news things to cover today.
2 news things.
First thing is, white man stabbed in Britain. This is a very uncommon headline in Britain. Not because the stabbings have gone down, but because the number of white men has gone down.
Due to all the stabbings,
Due to all the stabbings.
yes,
they're related. Gotcha.
They're being overhunted. They might be on the endangered list. But the reason why this is being brought up is because He was drunk, and he was a college student, and he was walking down the street filming. And he walked up to a Sikh man and said something along the lines of, "Man, you a bad dude," because he's like taking in this guy in front of him who's got a sword. Just, chilling with a sword in Britain.
The country that made people bend that knife, their kitchen knives.
And so the Sikh man goes, "Yes, I am a bad man," and then proceeds to disembowel him.
Fucking
Yeah.
what?
And the guy then screams and runs away. And runs to the cops and goes, "Help, I've been stabbed." And then the Sikh man runs up behind him and goes, "He called me bad name and tried to take my turban." And the cop goes, "Oh, all right then," and proceeds to arrest the man who's now copiously bleeding out. There's blood everywhere.
From his lower
From a stab
torso.
wound. Yeah,
Mind you.
and his collapsed lung. And the guy proceeds to beg for help because he's been stabbed, and the police are like, "You have to wait for the wagon to arrive." The police wagon, not the ambulance. They were going to process him first before taking him to the hospital.
Yes, of course. Of course. He was only bleeding a little. It's just but a flesh wound.
He then proceeded to die 12 minutes later from his wounds.
Did they charge him with a hate crime for dying before he could be charged?
Possibly.
Don't forget, that's not even the last of it.
Oh, I know. It goes on. I'm aware. I'm aware. Yeah, it gets worse. So
they didn't tell him to wait for the wagon immediately. They walked away while he was handcuffed on the ground, bleeding out, and then came back and then told him.
Yes, that's true. You're right. My apologies.
What?
Yeah, they just left him there on the ground. Yeah. And then the guy who stabbed him to death proceeds to, and this is caught on camera as well because it's been recording the whole time. Proceeds to loot the phone to cover up the fact that he stabbed a guy to death for no reason, because he has to protect his Azat or something. I don't know. And this only got revealed because apparently that dude has just been arrested for a completely different crime.
Yes.
And that phone was
They
found.
didn't arrest him for this crime.
No. He was never charged for this crime. This wasn't a crime.
Wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those officers to inevitably be brought up as accomplices to murder.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen.
That's not going to happen. This is Britain we're talking about.
Specifically London.
They probably got a gold star. They probably got a pat on the head and a paycheck bump.
Well, yeah. And the guy who stabbed him for this separate crime, yeah, he's just free, basically. Or was it that he's in jail for his second crime and it's $250K bail because they haven't charged him for the first one of killing someone?
Well,
oh no, they're not charging him for the crime at this point in time. Since I last checked, the British government is not going to charge the Sikh.
Yeah, I know.
For the death of that individual.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
His second crime was big enough that he's in jail, but with only a $250,000 fine, bail.
Oh.
Britain is completely
for his second crime. For his second crime.
Yeah, second crime. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep.
Either that or I mixed up with something else.
Meanwhile, in the U.S., Chud the Builder, the situation has evolved. The situation I'm talking about with Chud the Builder is Chud the Builder is a man who goes around on a streaming platform. I'm not sure which one because I don't watch them, but his shorts make their way to my feeds. Is he goes around to bad areas and then shouts slurs at the inhabitants of the bad area.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that.
And that's pretty much his content.
Rage baiting. Yeah.
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 And in this instance, he was standing outside of a courthouse. And according to him, he approached this group of people who were pointing at him and laughing. And when he approached them, they said, "Walk away or I'm going to hit you." So he walked away, according to him. And then they ran after him, and one of the guys attacked him. And proceeded to
Jameis is
beat him pretty hard. And then he got shot. No, the
Yeah.
black
so
guy,
One
not
does.
Chud. Then Chud might have accidentally shot himself. We're still looking into that one. But the key points here is that originally everyone was kind of a little bit against Chud because, well, you know, he was baiting people.
He said
and
the bad word.
yes, he
Well,
said some
sign,
words.
he was maliciously trying to provoke reactions.
Yes, he was.
Like, we've had this discussion, I'm pretty sure, before. Like, there's a certain
Yes.
point where intent does need to be investigated.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Now, the problem here is that this group of people are infamous for their ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Because it turns out that his attacker actually, before attacking Chud the Builder, posted online, "I'm going out today, I'm going to go hunt down Chud the Builder, and I'm going to kill him."
And
Groups of
now we
people
have
can be anywhere.
premeditated murder.
What state was this?
No, 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 no.
Tennessee. So he is probably going to be fine in terms of shooting the guy.
No, premeditated attempted murder, but it was self-defense on Chud's part
Yeah.
because this guy stated he was gonna try to kill him and then got killed in the process of trying to kill him,
Attempting it.
regardless of
Thank-
whether he rage baited him or not.
Yeah.
Thank God I have a gun. I can go anywhere with a gun. Groups of people could be anywhere.
I hate to
Yes.
say it,
Yeah.
but he didn't rage bait him. The dude went out intending to do it.
Yeah.
Chud did
Well, he
not
did get
bait him
rage
into the
baited.
attack.
Well,
but,
no, he did get
yeah.
rage baited.
He did
He
get
did
rage
I know.
baited.
say the hard
he
R
wasn't-
there.
Yeah.
He wasn't the issue is the dude had already decided he
Wasn't-
was going to
yeah.
hunt him down that day and do something
Yeah.
about him.
Yes,
Yeah.
it says
You
premeditation.
can't just sit there.
Yes.
He can't sit there and say, "Your Honor, he said this word to my
He said the free
dead
password.
client."
Yeah.
You can't make that claim. Like, it doesn't matter what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I
Person-
think
the dead person you're
Sneaky-
defending said and posted,
What?
"I'm gonna go kill a man today."
Yeah.
And it's
I
this
think
specific
I
thing.
actually
Unfortunately-
saw this. If I remember correctly, I think I saw it like one side the stabbing, one side Chud the Builder for the shooting. Last I saw, that's where I saw the 250K for the stabbing. I saw Chud's was like over $1 million for bail.
Yes. Yeah.
$1.5
Charge is about $1
million
million.
bail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, though, you only have to pay 10% of that to get out, so that's still a
What?
ruinous amount of money for most people.
Oh, it's a ludicrous amount of money. Yeah.
And
But
that's
Chud's probably
intentional.
not going to run, so he's probably going to be able to get it pretty easily. There's a lot of loan companies out there for that.
I mean, yeah, the bail bonds, but also, I mean, hey, this is content for him. That's just
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
gonna make money off of this.
Speaking of
regardless.
content being filmed, everyone's
Johnny Somali.
No one really cares about Johnny Smalley anymore.
Yeah.
He's old news.
Let Korea
no,
execute him and move on.
Korea explicitly came out and they said, no, we're gonna punish him harder because our people requested he get punished harder. So,
It wasn't
thanks,
just
Korea.
no, it wasn't just that.
No,
They
not
had
just Korea.
3
No.
separate requests from 3 different people concerning additional crimes that he had committed that they requested that he get a higher sentence. And then that was on top of Johnny Somali himself submitting a appeal, which, if you're not aware of how Korea law works, appeals, while they are a thing you will have an entitlement to do, aren't like in America where you are just appealing the process to have it reviewed. When you appeal the process in Korea, you are insinuating that the judge is incompetent.
Yes.
Yes.
And,
The
you
judge
don't
did not
get it.
like
well
that
for
because
him,
it's the
didn't it?
same judge that looks over your case. So
I don't know about that in Korea. I think a
Ah.
different judge actually does look over it
Ah.
in Korea. But you are still
Still,
insinuating
they're
that the
all
judge is
connected.
incompetent, and if you insinuate that the judge is incompetent, you are insinuating that the justice system is incompetent because they hired that judge.
mhm.
So the Korean justice system doesn't take kindly to people pushing appeals, generally. In fact, actually, there is an additional crime they can assess you with if they judge your appeal was in bad faith.
Okay. Which they're
Yes.
almost always going to do, right?
No, not
Yeah.
always. But, it's...
You should really just take your punishment and move on.
So the percentages are a
Oh.
little bit skewed on this because not a lot of people actually appeal their crimes in Korea. So the ones
Yep.
that do appeal tend to be assessed with bad faith because they, well, were.
Fair.
Also, Johnny Somali's own attitude in court has them also pushing to add more fucking crimes to him. So
Yeah, he didn't exactly do himself favors on that one either.
So if it wasn't
but
Johnny Somali, then
Jack
who was it this
Doherty.
time?
So probably
Oh!
someone no one here is okay. Apparently, never mind. I was gonna say no one here has heard of this fucking Zoomer, but Mr.
Oh,
Broccoli
no.
himself.
Most of us have heard of him
yeah.
because
How he used to be
everyone
bodyguard.
everyone has heard about the sports car in the rain incident
That, you know what? That's fair.
and how
I've
he
heard about the
put
sports car in the
he
rain.
put the
He ran
content
someone over.
recording over his friend's own safety when they crashed into the guardrail.
Right. No, that
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
in the rain.
There was another incident. There was a different
Oh,
vehicle
no.
incident.
Oh.
I know him. I know him.
So
from
first
when
off,
he
that
keeps
sports
acting
car
like a
wasn't in the
dick.
rain. That was dry ground.
Yeah, dry ground.
No, there was one. I thought there was one where he was doing like 90 or 100 in the
That
rain.
was another time.
Or it had.
Two-
Yeah, no, that's
two
the one.
times.
Oh,
Two times.
that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yes,
No,
it's
2
happened
times,
more
yeah.
than once.
No,
Then there was
You're
also
mad-
the
acts like-
clavicular running someone over with a Tesla incident.
That's
But
true.
no,
Yeah.
this incident with Jack Doherty, Mr. Broccoli himself, is he decided he was going to jump into the middle of the road in Florida and block
Bloody.
drivers for content to film their reactions, I think it was.
Something like that,
'cause
yeah.
Jack Doherty's biggest content is him being a dick on the street, and then when someone tries to get into his face, his bodyguard fucking intimidates him. That's where I
Yeah,
get
because
it
his
from.
bodyguard's like 300 pounds and like 6'5".
Yeah.
But anyway, so he does this in Florida, and shockingly, no one shoots him, and shockingly, no one runs him over either. Instead, the police get called, and they start to arrest him, and he starts fucking around.
Of course he does.
And they proceed to find meth on him, weed on him, which both are illegal in Florida, and also finds MDMA on him as well.
Why do streamers think they're untouchable just because they've got a big following?
Because they're retarded.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
they have a big following. You just answered the question
And-
yourself.
The
Yeah.
slightest hint of power.
Yeah.
It's also
Slightest
the
hint of
cameraman effect. I'm behind the camera, so I can't be hurt. Isn't a real thing. It's stupid, but that level of disconnect. Yeah.
So, despite all of this, the police, they want to do him a solid. They just want to process him now, let him out tonight. He can go home. They'll call him in for charges later. Until he starts fucking around in the police station.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
asks to make a phone call so he can have one of his guys come and pick up all his shit. And the police are like, yeah, sure, fine. No problems. And then while he's on this phone call, he decides to start recording.
Not your smartest playmate.
No.
Not only was he recording, he made sure they had their body cams running so he could do things in front of them.
Well,
Not just-
no, it wasn't.
not
No,
just-
no, the
no,
body
no,
cams
no,
run the
he-
whole time.
Yeah.
That's
No, he
always.
asked to make sure they
Oh
were
yes,
running,
well
though.
yes, he decided to
No,
make
yeah.
sure the body cams were in fact still running, so he could make more content out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, but he
But he
didn't.
was also
he didn't
recording on his
ask
own
them to
without
turn the
streaming.
cameras on or something.
Yeah. On his phone, that using a phone call, he was also either recording or he started streaming. I can't remember which.
He started recording.
Yeah.
And then the cops obviously took the phone from him and were like, "Wait a second, why is this recording? Why did you start recording?" And he's like, I don't know, man. I didn't know I couldn't record here." And they're like, "Okay, yep, all right. We're gonna take your shit. It's going in the impound, and get off your socks and shoes. You're getting patted down, and here's your cell. We'll see you tomorrow."
Yep. If I remember correctly, his face was shocked. It was like, wait, what do you mean tomorrow? What?
Yeah. And so, of course, they processed him. They let him out. He immediately went to TMZ and tried to sell his story, and now he's selling his face with a mugshot on a t-shirt. I hope they actually throw something at him, but
Who's the rapper who just finished the lawsuit?
do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
The lawsuit against the police because they actually broke into his house and did a bunch of damage for no reason.
Oh, for no reason. Okay, that does narrow it down.
Yes, that's why I'm like the one for no reason.
Yeah, and the police
it was
actually took
Afro.
shit.
Yeah.
Afrojack.
Yeah.
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 And they actually
Yeah,
stole some of his shit while looking through his apartment illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Afro Man, yeah.
Yeah, I would say you're not Afro Man. Not even
and then
close.
took the. It's still crazy how that
Afro Man
like,
did
oh
give
wow,
it to him.
what a fantastic advertisement for home security systems recording in key areas of the house.
Right?
Yep, what a fantastic advertisement for Claymores.
It's my home. I will make it.
Boombas.
It's my home. I will make it.
You're not allowed to do that for some
Well,
reason. I'm still
Something.
I'm
They
never,
shouldn't have entered my home.
Yes.
I'm never going to drop this idea that the government gets to tell me what to do with my private property. I'm just not. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, please come into my house, officer. I surely have not lined the floor with bear traps.
Yeah.
Like, what's even crazier is, odds are, that the people doing that probably do have signs. I was like, hey, seriously,
Yeah.
stop. You don't want to know what kind of traps I have. Just stop.
Traps are illegal, though.
You don't know what's under the first floor windows. God help you if you get to the second floor and find out what I put above those windows. You don't know what's behind the door. Just stop. Just go home. You don't want this.
I'm
Yeah,
not
What's that?
saying I have a comedic slide into a basement full of lasers and buzzsaws, but I am saying it's a non-zero possibility.
I'm
What's
not
that? You're
saying
trying to-
there is a Acme anvil hanging at the top of the stairwell. But
What's
I'm
that? You're
not
trying to come
saying
into
I
my
don't own
backyard?
an anvil.
You're trying to come through my backyard? Oh, say
I-
hello to Princess Daisy and Lily, the pimples.
One of the posted signs is like, "I've always loved Home Alone."
Yes.
No, wait. Kevin McAllister is my spirit animal.
I hired Kevin McAllister to help me build these.
Also, man, I cannot. I
feel
can't
bad for
wait
him.
for Coyote versus Acme. It's gonna be fun.
That door was locked for your protection, not for mine.
counterpoint, you still have to live there.
Yes, obviously.
True.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. That's why
Sure.
you put a dead man switch on all the bombs.
We're not endorsing dead man switches.
I am.
That's what you think. I'm definitely endorsing them.
But anyway, then we move on to what I can crash out about at work. Fucking
Oh,
Microsoft.
Okay, something much nicer than what we've been talking about the last 30 minutes.
I don't, not really. Fucking Microsoft.
No, it is. I prefer talking about stupid big tech than the political crap you like to bring up these days after renaming the podcast.
I mean, that's fair, but I mean, you know.
I can't stop you.
Exactly.
So,
Fucking Microsoft. It needs to be said again.
We
I
need
just-
to kill Bill Gates.
you need to say that at least once a day.
So,
At least.
As one does.
user has a computer fail. You know, the screen stops working on the laptop. No worries, they have an additional laptop in storage. Why was this laptop put in storage? Turns out, NIC card failure.
Ah.
Not great.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, we're trying to get him logged in, except his account just isn't connecting. Despite being on the domain internet, despite the computer being domain joined, nothing from the domain is syncing over. So, we don't have an admin password either. But the
Mhm.
last logged in user still happens to work at the company, so we have him log in. And we're able to get a manual
Mhm.
session up and running, and I start doing some investigations on the computer. I'd realized the NIC card is failing, and a whole bunch of other host of issues, and I also, before the NIC card fails again, managed to get a local admin account created, which we then switched to. So, shit keeps breaking and I can't fix it. And I'm like, hey, look, this NIC card is dying. We have one of two options here. We can either reinstall Windows and pray that fixes it, or you buy a new computer. And he's like, well, can we try and fix it? I'm like, okay. I can't do this, so I'm going to have to walk you through it. And thankfully, he was like 25 years old and could listen to directions. And so we were able to generally walk through a computer reset.
What happened, Sneaky?
So, they have Pro. I want to be clear here, it was a domain joined computer, so they paid for Pro. And we have the product key for Pro. And we reset the computer. It resets the Pro. Fantastic. Great news. One issue. Microsoft, in their infinite billion-dollar wisdom, has decided for everyone that actually domain joint computers are so 2010. And you can't do that anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore.
No. That businesses need that. Wait, is this what version of Windows was this?
Windows 11 Pro.
Oh,
Yes.
no. You're supposed to be able
Microsoft
to...
has decided in their infinite wisdom that when a new installation of Windows 11 Pro is deployed, they have the options of signing in under a personal Microsoft account or signing in under a business Microsoft account. Azure AD joined either way. So,
Mm-hmm.
how does one domain join with a Active Directory domain instead of an Azure one? Well, first you have to sign in as a work account, specifically a work account. You have to sign in as a work account and join the Azure domain. And then, once you do that, you have to set up a local account, which is also an admin. And then you have to leave the Azure domain. And then you have to switch to the local account. And then you have to join the Active Directory domain, and then you have to log in under the Active Directory domain and
Wait.
confirm that you don't want the Azure domain.
Wait, hold on. Why aren't you just activating the local admin account from
Because they disabled command prompt in setup.
No, you
Yep.
okay. Do you have physical access to this machine?
No, of course I don't.
Ah, well, never mind. Because I was about to say, I can fix that real goddamn quick.
No, command
yeah.
prompt no longer works during setup. They've
No, it'll
disabled
work.
it. No, it doesn't. They
No.
have disabled it.
You can't disable. All right, look. When you bring up, all right, listen to me. This requires booting to a Linux live CD, but you can do it. You have to go in, copy command prompt, rename the help executable, put a like a 1 on the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Rename the command copy to the help executable's name, restart into Windows, then hit it, and it will run. That's how I've been doing it for years. It still works.
Oh yeah, just completely customize the Windows installation. Very simple procedure.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but it works.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that option. I'm guiding someone who barely knows how to operate a computer.
And the emergency hit X number of buttons, number of times command also doesn't work, right?
Nope. No, it's all disabled. Microsoft has decided that too many people were bypassing their Microsoft mandated login.
Well, yeah, nobody wanted the fucking live account.
Yes. Yeah. Well, much like, this is an additional bit of news. Did you know that in the latest 365 Office installations, they have removed Classic Outlook? You now have to hope and pray a kind individual has the ISO, sorry, not ISO, the MSI for specifically Outlook Classic.
Those bastards.
Yeah, you have to use Outlook New, except for the fact that there's tons of ERP programs out there that don't operate with Outlook New.
Well, that, yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, it's totally fucked. So anyway, that was a whole fucking adventure, and that was a pain in the ass. And then I had another instance where my my dipshit fucking freak out crash out coworker decided he was going to fuck more shit up by fucking with the firewall again. This coworker has been told multiple times that he is not allowed to do any changes to the firewall, and guess what he's done again? He made changes to the firewall, and guess what he did? He fucking broke the firewall for this user. They somehow added the user to the banned IP list, preventing them from connecting to the firewall.
Oh, that's impressive. So, how many times have they done this?
Are you looking for today, this week, this month, since they started working here?
Let's be generous and say this month.
Let's see, what are we on, the 15th? At least 20 times.
Okay, why aren't they fired?
He's brown.
I really hope that's not why.
It's pretty much
really do.
I would say the stories that we've been told do seem to indicate that that is the case.
Yeah.
He's also one of the only Spanish speakers at the company. And our company is determined to hire clients that don't speak English.
Are your clients mostly English speaking?
Yeah, like super majority of them.
Okay. Do you frequently get non-English speaking clients?
I know at least on my team we have at least 5 companies that primarily speak Spanish.
Okay, so it's actually needed. It's just probably not in the numbers they're getting.
Well, I mean, it's not like he fucking is dedicated to Spanish speaking. It's not like we have a Spanish speaking team that helps Spanish clients, which we should, but we don't. We just have random Spanish speakers scattered throughout the teams
That
and random
sounds
Spanish
dumb.
clients scattered throughout the teams. It'd be inefficient to deny them service just because we can't communicate with them.
The
Yeah,
fuck it
don't you know?
wouldn't.
You'd lose money for that.
No, you wouldn't.
shouldn't have signed the fucking contract then, guys. Gotta be real.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, okay? Our fucking sales team's a little bit psychopathic because we just got an announcement at 4 p.m. that we just started supporting a new client today at 4 p.m. on a Friday.
Well, I guess they're not getting support until Monday.
Yes. But it's
Oh,
just
hey
like...
Toaster, you dropped into the hell of sneaky work.
That's it sure was nice of your marketing team to offer to work overtime at no pay for the weekend to get that client
Right.
up and going. Sure was nice of them.
I
Super
fucking
kind.
wish. Too bad they're all retarded, and I mean like literally computer retarded, as in like I wouldn't even I trust them less than our clients around a computer.
You're surprised.
Jeez.
No, it's fucking marketing.
So, we're gonna need you to
At
come
what
in
point
on
did anyone sound surprised, son?
Sunday.
I
You're gonna
don't-
need to do those TPS reports.
Fuck
Yeah,
you!
Wednesday.
Fuck your TPS reports.
That movie remains tragically relevant.
It definitely remains evergreen.
Yeah,
Painfully
yes,
relevant,
absolutely.
sir.
There are a few like that.
I
Yes.
I had the joy of showing my much younger coworkers about that nonsense.
Did you
Make
ask
up
them
my
for a
list
TPS
here.
report?
No, I was like I quoted the TPS reports and they're like, huh? And then I do about 5 minutes of honest to actual God work in any given day. And they still
Yep.
didn't understand. I was like, that's it. Boss, they've never seen Office Space. My boss was like, we're all watching Office Space.
There you go. But no,
When your
even better, right?
when your boss tells his coworkers to watch Office Space,
It's
Yeah.
it's
time
a
to
sign.
watch Office
It could be a
Space.
very good sign, it could be a very bad sign, but it is a sign.
Indeed. Now, so another fun little event today was the brick incident.
I'm sorry,
So-
brick incident.
To anyone that sets up computers, they will know that at a certain cutoff point, Microsoft, again, in their billion-dollar wisdom, decided that Windows 11 simply can't function without certain hardware on your computer. And if you
Yep.
dare have not that hardware on your computer, perish.
It wants that hardware to run the AI, yes.
No, not the AI, the TPM chip.
No, it's the TPM chips sign. You know, the thing that's still not standardized, despite being a 15-year-old piece of hardware that was
What?
might be older than that actually at this point.
You can turn that off. It doesn't need the TPM module.
Uh-huh.
Wait, did
yes,
they
it does.
switch it so it now requires?
Windows
Uh-huh.
11 has always required it since day one. What
I
are you
haven't-
talking about?
No.
Uh,
So what
huh.
Sign's talking about is that there was a bypass available on
Yeah?
Windows 11 up until 22.24. Everything
Oh.
past 22.24 has to have the most up-to-date TPM chip to receive
That's
proper
why.
updates.
I have not updated my
Oh.
installer.
Yeah.
I keep a offline installer specifically.
Well, ain't
To
you
avoid
something
this.
pretty? But anyway,
It's so cool that you're allowed to say, no, I will not allow this on my machine.
Yeah.
Right?
so the problem comes in that a lot of people are retarded and they know about the bypass, but they don't
Yes.
understand that the bypass has been turned off. There is no more bypass.
No more bypass.
And what this does is if you install Windows 11 on certain computers, it fucking basically bricks the goddamn thing.
Well,
Yeah.
so what's it actually
The
doing?
Wi-Fi
'Cause I haven't
drivers
run
were
across
shot.
this.
The USB drivers were shot. The fucking
Oh, it actually
audio drivers were
killed.
shot.
Okay, did
Oh,
it,
so it's
did it kill the? It killed the moat. Like you're not gonna be. You can't just pop in a new hard drive and get it going on an older version of Windows 10 or 8 or something.
No. That
Sure, no,
doesn't sound like
you can
it.
reinstall. No, you can absolutely reinstall
Okay.
Windows 10.
All right.
That's
Well, no, then
sounds
I
like-
don't. Okay, a brick means you're not using this ever again. That's
Yeah,
what a brick
yeah.
is.
Well, no,
The-
effectively
Max,
they're
the
not
device
using it ever.
is a
No, they're effectively not using it ever again because we would have to send someone out there, which would cost them money, and they're
Well-
not going to pay money.
no, that's not a brick though.
Well, that's not a brick.
Well,
Like,
it is a
brick
brick
is
because
an
until they fix it.
No, a
No,
brick is an explicit thing. A brick is something you
Yeah,
don't
that's-
fix. It's just
it's
dead in the
fucked.
water.
Right, but there is no difference because this company will never pay to fix it. So until then, it will just sit there as a brick.
Well,
It's Schrodinger's
either way,
brick, Max.
it sounds like Microsoft just disabled that hardware because it doesn't have the TPM and it can't get.
No, it didn't
Oh, it's this
disable
valid
the
hardware.
hardware. It fucked the drivers. If you open up Device Manager, it will show you exclamation points for corrupted drivers for half the fucking computer. And you can't install the old drivers because Windows 11 will be like, oh no, that's naughty. Those are Windows 10 drivers which aren't secure.
There's a way to disable that.
Yeah,
There
it's called
has
not
to
using
be.
Windows fucking 11!
Yeah, obviously.
But
Yeah,
no, on the
I
new
thought-
version,
They made
there
that
is no way
mistake.
to disable that. You cannot.
Yeah, I still remember when Windows 10 was promised to be the forever OS.
Yeah, right. Remember when they said,
And then
oh, don't
right as
worry,
they
you'll
fi-
just
right
update it.
Right as they got around to fixing like 70 to 80% of the biggest issues, and the remaining like 20 to 30 are pretty much not a problem unless you're a hyperpower user, they announced Win 11.
Nope, never
Yep.
mind. We'd like to sell another copy of Windows because we
Sorry,
can't
guys.
justify.
We've decided we want to destroy what little trust we managed to rebuild with the tail end of Windows 10.
Well, look, they figured out that they're not going to be able to make this a subscription service like they have Office Live, so they have to force upgrades now. That they really
except
wanted
that-
that AI slop.
Except
they're
that
already talking
subscription
about Windows 12?
services.
Of course, they're talking about Windows 12.
Of course they are. Windows 11 has managed
Not
to be
news.
even worse in every way that matters
Yeah.
than Windows 10's entire fucking deal.
Well, as we all know from the Windows cycle, somehow they'll make it work again because apparently it's going to be, oh, well, actually, Windows Vista was shit. Windows 7 was alright. Windows 8 was fucking awful.
I
Windows
mean,
10
Windows
was okay.
Vista
It
at
goes
least
back
fucking
before that.
ran.
Feast.
That's true.
Mm.
Vista at least ran. It did what I wanted it to do without fighting
Later
me every
editions
step
of
of the
Vista,
way.
maybe.
Yeah, it just ate way too much RAM. You had to
And
disable.
yeah, and as
a
someone
lot
who
of
wasn't as
stuff.
heavily into computers in high school as I am now, I didn't really give a shit about that because I was playing games that didn't need a
Fair.
whole lot of RAM at the time. I was using word processors that didn't need a whole lot of RAM.
Me.
I wasn't using
Why is
Windows.
this
I wasn't
server
using
so
Google
slow?
Chrome. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, they're still never gonna top Windows 7. They're
Oh
just not.
god,
Yeah.
you can't top 7.
7 was peak.
If I could, I would still have it installed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. They made an OS that worked and wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And then
Talking about making
look,
new shit and
people aren't
having the
moving to
old one
8.
not work anymore, I do recommend people to buy the old Assassin's Creed Black Flag because I don't trust Ubisoft not to just take it down from everything.
Oh, they probably
Oh,
are.
that's
Yeah.
I already
100
bought it.
gonna be taken down.
Yeah. They supposedly said, no, we won't do that, everyone. No one believes this.
They lied.
Ubisoft
I'm
lies
still-
and
I'm-
believes they
to
breathe.
their
I
lying
don't
mouths.
trust that. I don't trust that the resynced is gonna be any good
Me either.
No, yeah, obviously not.
Yeah.
because I've watched the combat. The combat doesn't appeal to me. It somehow looks worse
What?
than what I played in Mirage.
What? Hold on. What do you mean? They had a They
It's
had a
more
functional
combos and
game. All they
shit,
had to
yeah.
do was update the graphics
Sign.
and change a few things. What the
Sign,
fuck did they
it's
do?
Fine. You didn't know?
It's
So they added
combo
speed
based.
lines to they added speed lines to a dash in. All the parries now have a slowdown effect, and for some reason, throwing your rope dart in combat makes a whip crack sound effect. Don't know why. The whole
It
point of the
does.
rope dart is it's
Oh,
silent
silent.
and range.
Okay, but no, hang on. Did they? Did all they do was
Oh,
update the
also,
base game, or did
Sign,
they make a new game?
they added a new quest line as well and a new character.
It's
3
a
new
woman.
characters,
3 new characters. Oh.
and it's one's a woman.
I heard
Yes, at least one's a woman.
something about a cross-dresser or something
Listen-
like that, maybe.
I would say,
No,
meanwhile, they cut out.
We
That was
already had
always
a
in Black
no,
Flag.
we already had a cross dresser in Black
Yeah.
Flag.
Yeah.
Also, they
Okay,
cut out
character
what
too.
was
Yeah.
probably one of the better DLCs they've ever done with your shit. What's the first? Is it the first mate?
A god.
Adewale?
The guy who was
Adewale.
a former slave? Yeah.
No, well, that's because that was never a DLC. That was always a standalone. Freedom's Choir was always a standalone game. It started as
Oh, it
DLC,
was
and they're like, "Oh, we're
standalone.
just gonna
Okay,
sell it
okay.
separate."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm really worried about is I have a sad feeling they're gonna fuck up the sea shanties.
No.
Why would
No.
they? All they gotta do is copy
I'm gonna
paste.
be honest.
No, they're gonna make
Because
it
the
sound
sea-
too clean. The original
The sea,
Black
the
Flag
sea,
No,
sounds
no.
like an
They
actual
played
crew.
them in the gameplay trailer. They worked. They sounded perfectly fine. Yeah.
They sounded fine. I think. Like that's one of those things where you guys can just copy paste
Like,
this, just leave it as
Just
is.
reuse the assets.
They like
Yeah, but if they
having
do that,
played
then
Black
people will complain that they reuse the assets.
having played Black Flag recently, finally completing that game
Mhm.
all the way through. The combat is serviceable.
Yep.
It's not
Parkour
Unity.
Has had some
No,
issues.
Of course it wasn't Unity. Honestly, I've seen people claim that the Ezio trilogy, specifically Brotherhood, is where the old combat was at its best, and like
No.
I
No.
almost agree, but I haven't played Brotherhood in so long I'd have to go back to it.
It's not.
Because so Unity had a great reinvention of the combat. And Syndicate did manage to refine that a bit further, but I think Unity was still a little more fun. But for the parkour, I touched Mirage's parkour. I don't want that parkour. Unity's parkour was a perfect sweet spot.
Whichever
Like, I-
one had
Perfect
old.
sweet
Last
spot.
yeah.
The
What's
last
not
one
side-
with Old Man Ezio was where they
That's
had
Revelations.
everything from the old system refined, and it worked the best. I think that was right before Black Flag, wasn't it?
No, that was before
that
3.
was 3, yeah, with Connor.
Yep. Revelations just bounced off people because they felt like Ezio's story should have been done with Brotherhood. To be honest.
Which is fair, but I kind of liked the Old Man Ezio story.
I don't know. I don't think Revelations had all that much refinement over Brotherhood, aside from some improvements to the bomb system and the quick
Mhm.
travel using the ropes.
God,
Exactly.
Or
They
those
had
appliances.
everything
very
down.
I forgot at the very start of Black Flag that if you find pigs before you get the hidden blade, you can just kill them and it makes the knife sound with your bare hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna screw up Precinct in some way that's gonna make me unhappy, and part of it's gonna be that this being modern Ubisoft, I'm looking for reasons and excuses to nitpick them.
As you
yeah,
should.
the problem is it's gonna be decent enough slop that people are probably gonna forget a lot of what people hated about Ubisoft.
Well,
No,
you say that
I'm
like that
not
isn't
forgetting
normal.
about.
It is, yeah.
Don't forget, Ubisoft sold like 10 million copies of fucking
Black
Valhalla.
Samurai. Oh, Valhalla.
Yeah.
You're
Well, that was
trans
also
Viking,
like
yes.
that was in the height though of the lockdowns, which is part of
Oh,
a lot of things had a massive uptick in sales.
I will say,
As a result.
even though
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not like the level system, everything else about Valhalla was good gameplay wise. The parkour was great. The combat
So here's the
was
thing. I
great.
said this about whatever the hell the Greek one was, because I forget. Odyssey.
Odyssey.
And
Honestly.
because Valhalla is just slightly polished Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah, slightly
Yeah.
polished
Here's the thing.
Odyssey.
Those
Odyssey.
are fantastic RPGs.
Yep.
Yes.
They are not
Then-
good Assassin's Creed games.
Yep.
yes.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Specifically because
I,
you
I
can't
told Max
do your
that back when I
assassination.
played fucking Odyssey and back when I played Origins, is man, these are fun. I just wish they didn't market them as Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean-
I had that conversation. Like, Origin was the last one I would have considered Assassin's Creed, because it was
Yeah.
at least tying into, like, literally the origins of the Assassin Order, because
Yeah.
it started in the word assassin comes from a cabal from the Middle East, starting with the
Hashishin.
name Hassan.
Yeah.
It started with that group. And it's like,
Yep.
oh, this is a neat idea. That was the last time Ubisoft gave a shit about its
Yeah.
historical fiction roots with AC1 going forward.
I'm-
To,
I was
to
gonna
Black
say
Flag.
there's not as much realism in the other games. As much as
Well,
fun
yeah.
as AC2 is, it's also like, okay, this is
Knows.
like yeah.
Knows. I said historical fiction.
Yeah.
It's based
Well,
in
I'm gonna be honest,
history, but it's
You know what,
I
fictional.
couldn't finish Odyssey. I couldn't finish Odyssey after like 20 hours because I was like, damn, there's nothing new here. I'm doing the same shit over and over and over.
Yeah,
and
that
over
was
and
my
over
main
again.
issue. I actually got like 100 hours into Odyssey, and I'm like, damn, nothing has changed. I've done nothing new since like 20 hours in. I've climbed a shit ton of structures, and nothing's changed. I've hunted a shit ton of things, and nothing's changed. Like every time I open the shop, that you know what? You know what? I lied. Every time I opened the shop, there was more things for sale for real money.
Yeah, that's what changed.
That's
Yeah.
what changed. Like, I remember playing it in, like, week 1, and I was talking to Max as I was playing it, and I was just describing to him all of these different fucking shop options. Of, like, oh, this is the Death Knight set. Oh, this set has a flaming skull helmet.
Yeah, you're explaining some of that shit to me. I was just like, what the fuck are you saying to me?
It really didn't help that they had like arbitrary arbitrary crafting stuff of like, oh, this has to be to upgrade this, you need to craft it. How do we get crafting resources? You need to find them around the world. Or you can buy them for $40.
Along with experience and levels, which didn't do much in the end.
if we quantify everything, we can make you buy more things to help you win the single player fucking game faster.
Yeah.
I just don't. I hate Ubisoft. I hate Ubisoft. I hate Ubisoft. I hate Ubisoft.
Good.
Why is the only game that they've made that is considered good by anyone is the fucking Mario and Rabbids XCOM game? Why the fuck was that the one that like managed to clear everything?
Probably because they couldn't shove bullshit into it because it was already stupid.
It's true.
Damn.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. Sasuga. Miyamoto-san.
They put a lot more effort into that than they probably should have.
Speaking of,
True.
Azure Lane
I still have to finish
proudly
the second game.
announces a partnership with Yoko Taro to produce a 2B porno.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm real curious how that's gonna go.
I'm just surprised it took so long.
I believe
I'm
Yoko
not.
Taro was saying
They had
it
to
should
build
be
up
happen.
to that point, you know, on Azure Lane's end.
True. And Yoko Taro was waiting to decide, now, how do I release this to get the maximum amount of money with the hot woman?
I mean, you know, I said that he might have actually cut them a deal because if they were like, okay, we'll make 2B porn, and he was like, you know what, fair.
Hmm.
I'll do
Yeah,
it
as
for
a
cheap.
man who loves his pretty girls and has asked someone to just zip him up all the new art every week.
That still is
Yeah, they still
going, by
do.
the way. You can go find their weekly dump for 2B. It's called weekly. It's called weekly 2B dump or something
Oh, I'm sure.
on Twitter. Which, you know, that's a risky download.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
And along with the fact that he was shaking and fell to his knees when a woman cosplayer asked him to sign her thigh.
I mean,
He knows what he
He's-
likes.
hamming that up at least a little bit.
I don't know, it's Yoko Taro.
I mean, that's fair. He put a character of indeterminate gender in the game and told you look up her skirt to find out, so...
And turns out she's both.
He
Now,
also
I
wears
will
a
say,
helmet.
I do think that was a pretty funny joke. You want to find out? Go take a look. What do you mean, take a look?
Take a look.
God damn
Do it
it.
enough times and you get kicked in the face.
I should fucking kick you for that, Toaster.
Oh,
God damn
what
it,
do you
Infant.
Hey, Infant, where's that merchant chapter that you said you were writing in February?
Yeah, where's that merchant chapter you said you were gonna post, Infant?
That you were writing in February that you said was almost done, just needs finishing touches, huh?
Scammed again.
Yeah.
Bro got scammed.
Listen, this only came out 2 days ago, but it's suddenly relevant.
Infant when Bevel merchant. Yep. Listen, it's been 3 months now since he said he was writing it. I just want to know where the fuck it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, just tell us you're done with the story. I mean, like, I
Deep
I
into
don't.
the warp.
Yeah, I mean, that's a different story. Just stop lying. Stop lying. Just tell me you're done with the damn story.
Yeah. Listen, I'm only constantly asking about it because you literally said you were putting finishing touches on in February when we asked about it on stream. And then it's just never been seen.
Yeah, just tell us you're giving up, Toaster.
Tell us you're having too much fun with the DXD cowboy fic instead.
Where is that chapter, by the way, as well? Mister, it's nearly done. I've finished my research. I just have to post it now. Fucking Toaster. No, I'm trying to monetize it. I'm trying to restart my Patreon. Shit's fucked. How hard is it to restart your Patreon?
At least they're honest.
With what he writes, I wouldn't want him on Patreon either, so...
That was his old stories. He's turned a new leaf. Well... technically...
yeah.
Sort
Building
of.
backlog.
Building up backlog? I mean, that's fair, I suppose.
Yeah.
Can't fault you for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to monetize
I will
it.
fault you for not releasing the chapters, but I can't fault you
Yeah.
for not doing it because of you're trying to build up a backlog to earn some money.
I'll
That's
fault
fair.
you for not releasing that one chapter 3 months ago you said was almost done that you were going to release.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
I'm judging you on.
Yeah. You're being judged, just to a lesser extent, for different reasons. But, let's see what it was. Did all that thing, talked about that thing. Yeah, fanfiction time. All right. Yeah, no, I went down a memory lane. Memory road. Went down a memory road recently because someone asked me what my opinion was on a bunch of stories because I kept shitting on everything that people were recommending in the channel. And then I dumped them. And they're like, damn, I can't insult any of those. I'm like, yeah, that's because I'm good at picking stories. Fuck you.
Was this on Science Public server?
Of course it was on Science server.
Yeah.
Yep, I figured.
Which, of course, I mean, I'm basically required to link this one. To deal damage to everyone who had a childhood.
Oh no.
That's an oddly specific statement, and I hate it.
The missing spark. That sounds very familiar.
You
How-
should.
Oh, I remember this fic.
Yeah.
And you should.
Fuck.
Posted
It's a good
22.
one. Yeah. Oh boy, what's he gonna say now?
What the fuck is this? What? Leave Calvin the fuck out of this.
No. You must
No.
read it. Take the psychic damage.
Negative.
Oh, I forgot I can't dash.
Where are you coming in from, Nose? Are you fucking talking into a goddamn can on a string?
Oh, I thought I was muted. Oops.
No!
Not.
Oi!
I'm
reporting live from my can on a string! Nose
No, 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 no. Nosehair reporting live from inside his Pelican.
I mean, if I was going to be doing that, I'd be like, you have to talk to me how big harder, boss. I can't hear you inside this bloody thing. I'm back here.
Well, no,
you're
you're a
coming,
Grodd.
Nosehair coming back to you from 2009.
You're a Grodd.
Hold on. I think
You're
I
inside
plugged
the
in my
Pelican, therefore.
Sorry,
All
I
you
plugged in
gotta
my
do is
control-
talk from inside a goddamn cup, and then you'll sound like Nosehair.
Coming to you live from 2009, motherfuckers. Sorry, I plugged in my controller because I'm playing.
from inside my killer can. It's hot in here. It smells like ass.
Oh, it smells like pure unfiltered arsony.
Oh, you're in
Sorry,
Britain.
I plugged in my controller because I'm playing Mega Man Zero. Give me a second. There we go. That should be fixed now.
Yeah.
I think it automatically changed the controller like it usually does.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, with the PS5 Arena, did you guys hear that they will now be what the hell?
PS5 Arena? What?
With no games?
PS5 will now be doing player count.
Oh,
So now you
yeah, I
can
saw
know
that.
if people are actually using the PS5 for video games.
Yeah,
the
I
answer
saw
is
COD
no.
was...
Modern AAA devs in shambles with this announcement, I'm sure.
Yeah, kind of actually. Now we'll be fair. I do believe that Call of Duty alone on the PS5 does match the top game. Let's see, so that's poof. Yeah.
4.95 million.
In terms of players on Steam, players playing video games on Steam is like basically half of whatever is currently going on the PS5, which is crazy. I mean, okay, so if we're going, that's 5 million players on PlayStation this week. Okay, if we're talking about total players this week, do we have that stat on Steam? Because, like, what does that mean? Is that individual players? Is that each day added together?
So. That's actually a good question on the details. I don't know if they're going to specify on that.
Because, like, that's insane if Counter-Strike 2 is only getting a fifth of Call of Duty's player count.
Uh-oh. Rip sign.
Rip sign.
Oh.
Sony reports that Sony is doing amazing. This report has been verified by Sony. Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe we can find some charts. Monthly active users. Sure. Do we have the ability to look at this? Okay, but can we actually get the users? We have the rankings, but can we get the users? Because, like, Fortnite, Roblox, Grand Theft Auto 5. How do we know this? Call of Duty HQ. Okay, that's explaining a bit more. If this is Call of Duty HQ, and that's the game that everyone has to go to for any Call of Duty game, yeah, I can see how they might get 5 million players in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just the newest Call of Duty, it's every Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because last I checked, they, like, even on consoles, it's supposedly, like, 300 gigs or something. Like, even on PC as well, I remember hearing. I don't,
Base,
I'm saying,
base
it's
PS5 couldn't download it, if I remember correctly. You had to get
I remember hearing that.
like I can't trust any of these numbers because they use things like this week. It's like I want today's. I want now. Steam
Yeah.
is on it. Steam is like, oh yeah, we only got 1 million players playing a video game right now. It's like, okay, fair enough. So tell me how many people are on the game right fucking now. I don't care about this week. I don't care how many people have, because, like, if we used this week, I can hop into Dota and tell you how many people have played this week, and that's like fucking 5 million. But that's a terrible fucking number because that doesn't actually show how many people are playing at any one time.
Yeah.
Oh, if 5 million people turned their PS5 on today, it's like, okay.
But what they play?
Did they play a game?
No, they watched Netflix for 12 hours.
Right. But again, I really doubt these numbers. These numbers either have to be fuck awful or they have to be incredibly low. Because this is what they're claiming is the top 10 for PlayStation this April. Right? Fortnite, Roblox, Grand Theft Auto 5, EA Sports Football 26, soccer, that is to say.
Ball and gun games.
Call of Duty, Rocket League, Minecraft, Rainbow Six Siege, NBA, Apex Legends, Battlefield 6, EA Sports Madden, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, EA Sports 25, Arc Raiders, EA Sports UFC 5, Skate, and Lords of the Fallen. And I'm sorry,
that's impressive.
but if we pull up Lords of the Fallen here, and credit to where it's due for Lords of the Fallen, they've made a massive comeback, but Steam chart for Lord of the Fallen is we're at 1,000 players per hour average. Not terrible, not great, but they've made a decent recovery. They've made their money back. They're continuing forward. Good for them.
Say,
right?
I've seen worse.
Yeah. We have a 7-day peak of 1,500. All-time peak of 32. A 1-month peak of 3,000. So, not great numbers. But here's the thing, right? Lords of the Fallen is listed as the 20th highest played game on PS5, excluding India and China. How these numbers were acquired, I have no fucking idea. But it's not like Sony is being open about these numbers. And we can't even see how many people might have played this game. We just get rank 5.
Yeah, all we see is that it's up like 400, which means it seems like the player base just had a massive spike in the last week or so. Why? How? I don't know. Oh, well, I think they put a sale or something. I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
that's
yeah,
why.
here we go. Here's one that claims some better numbers. This one's way more believable.
Oh, damn.
Roblox sitting at number 1 with 3,000 players average. Oh, so hours? Wait, they're sorting by hours played. Why would you sort by hours played? That's retarded. God, that's so ass. Why would you sort by hours played? What if your game just takes a long time? Whatever. Okay. We have Roblox with 3,000 players average. They have Fortnite with 3.6 thousand players average. This is so much more reasonable because I was just sitting here. I was like, there is no way that Lords of the Fallen is somehow the 20th most played game on the entire platform when Call of Duty is sitting there with 5 million.
Oh wait, I remember. Lords of the Fallen was on the PSN Plus thing recently.
Yeah.
That's why it's so spiked there. Everyone was trying it out.
Yeah, okay,
You get it free.
everyone, all 500 people.
Fair.
I
But yeah,
I
that's-
believe
that's-
these
that's
numbers
why.
way more.
That's fair.
Mm.
But yeah, if we go last 7 days, yeah, Fortnite only 2,000 people. Grand Theft Auto, somehow Grand Theft Auto still has 1,000 people playing. Yeah, these are way more reasonable numbers. I mean, sure, would I believe a little bit more people than 700 are playing Apex Legends? Yeah, on the PS5. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think on the PS5 too many people would play it because a lot of the people are fucking playing it or trying to stream it, and you only really stream on the PC.
Well, my brother plays on his Xbox One because he just doesn't like PC, so
Okay, is it
could be people like
desolate?
that. Not really, no. He actually.
I was gonna say,
not
I
really
think,
gets into
I think
games.
that no, here's the thing. I think there's a bit of cognitive bias there in that most of the people that are playing it on PC still are trying to stream it, so all you see is streamers. I think a lot of their numbers do come from people that are just trying to play the game.
Well, I mean, yes, obviously not everyone, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
how
no,
many...
I know, but I'm just saying, I think the vast majority on PC are doing that. Because I think a fair chunk of their numbers still comes from console and like regular people.
I'm sure, but like, how many games of Dota have we gone in and there's been at least one person with their name as a Twitch handle?
I mean, a lot, but in fairness, some of that could be memeing.
Sure. But on the same flip, there's probably plenty of people that don't advertise their Twitch handle that are streaming.
Yeah, and fair.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and yeah, Dota's a PC only game, so obviously it'd be only a PC player base. But still, like, with 400,000 players on average playing Dota at any point in time during the day, you would think that the amount of streamers would be low, but it's actually pretty high. And if I have to use that percentage to estimate, like, the player count, because obviously Epic Games is never going to do a Steam charts thing. They're never going to open up their API to allowing people to see how many people are actually playing their game. Because
if they did, people would realize that no one used their service.
God forbid people realize Apex is dead. God forbid anyone realizes that these games actually are pretty much fucking dead. And they really only have a small, dedicated user base still playing any of these games. Because I don't see these companies doing too hot. I mean, EA is cutting company after company. They're still shutting down tons of fucking companies, so they're clearly not making too much money. Ubisoft has gone into bankruptcy, 7 times now in the past, 3 years? They're clearly not making buku bucks off of Siege.
I mean, here's part of the problem. Those companies bought up all kinds of random shit for no
Ubisoft
reason.
didn't.
No, they did have acquisitions. Stupid acquisitions that did nothing.
That's fair.
Like, EA, Ubisoft, they were all guilty of... Now, none of them quite as bad as certain companies, Embracer, but they still did it.
Sure. But, I mean, it's just like... what was the game that came? High Guard? Made by all the X-devs?
Yep.
So I thought of Concord. But, Concord's another great example. Sure, the gameplay wasn't great. But 0 players? Like, say what you will, the gameplay was mediocre, but Overwatch gameplay is mediocre.
Yeah.
And yet Overwatch has a steady like 5 to 10,000 probably players every day.
Yeah.
And you're really telling me that they couldn't rustle up 5 to 10,000 players for this new game made by all the people that they loved? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm gonna be honest, gentlemen. I think the section's dead. I think the people who would play games like those are playing the game like those already. They have selected their game, and they will now only play that game for the next 15 years.
Pretty much.
And they're
I mean, yeah, it's not just that. It's that the community for that sort of gaming, they stick to one game basically at all times, but then they swap to another, and then the second one only has the ones that stay on. So everyone's right now on Marvel Rivals instead of Overwatch. But then when a new game comes out,
it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? A sluice? Is that what the word is? It's like a sluice, you know, shaka 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 shaka.
Yeah.
You're shaking people through, and each game, you know, when your game comes out, you're at the top, right? You're shaka shaka shaka-ing the entire gaming industry. And you're getting quite a number of people, but then the next game that comes out, they're catching everyone that falls through the cracks. And they're shaka shaka shaka-ing. And, you know, they're catching some people. And the next game that comes out, they're shaka shaka-ing, but they're not getting the people that got caught at the top. They're not getting people that got caught in the second one. They're getting only what didn't get caught in the first and second one. And with each game that comes out, you get less and less players trying the new game. Because they've all been caught up in their flavor. You know, they have their WoW, effectively, right?
Pretty much. Part
like,
of it
that's
also
why
is
all the
that,
WoW killers failed, is the WoW killers were relying on the fan base of WoW to just abandon WoW at the drop of the hat and play their game instead. And sure,
But, you know, isn't
some
happening.
did, but
outside of Final Fantasy 14, none of them really
No,
hit
not
off, and
even
that's
Final Fantasy 14.
Well-
Even Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 was a dead game.
No, yeah,
It was
but
a
Realm
dead
Reborn,
game
yeah.
until Blizzard drove WoW off a cliff. And even
Yeah.
then, people didn't get out of the bus.
Okay, hang on. No. 14 was a dead game because it sucked, and they very specifically went through and retooled a bunch of shit. Like,
Oh no,
yes,
I know, I'm aware. They relaunched it.
yes,
And even
Blizzard
in the
had
V2,
a problem. I'm not saying that Blizzard didn't push a bunch of people over there, but it was already successfully gaining player base with the V2, and then Blizzard pushed everyone off a cliff. Like,
it was.
If it had still been launched
It was a different magnitude.
14, if it had still been launched Final Fantasy 14, people would have just gone, well, fuck,
people
I
wouldn't
don't
have
know.
gone to it. Yeah. But no, what I'm saying is that V2 Final Fantasy 14 would probably see a tenth of the success that it did if it wasn't for Blizzard destroying the home that people had.
That's fair.
I mean, 14 did have
Not
a
saying that
dedicated
14
player
wasn't
base.
successful. Not saying
Well,
that
yeah,
they weren't growing. But I am saying that a massive swath, like it took Blizzard driving the bus off the cliff, setting fire to the bus, and then executing one by one, person after person still in the bus, for people to finally go, you know, maybe I should get off of the bus.
Yeah.
And only some of them got off of the bus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
with the situation with like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, I think part of it is also just that everyone tried to make it the hero shooter, with Concord and Highguard just being the biggest failures we've seen so far. Like, there's another one that it either came out recently or it's gonna come out. I think was it Firewatch or something. No one's really gonna stick with them because they're not unique in themselves. They're just everyone can look at them and go, they're copying the template.
That's what I'm saying, is that every WoW killer out there was just trying to be WoW, but worse in pretty much all of the details. Except it was just different, right? They were hoping that just being different with WoW's mechanics and a little bit worse in every way of WoW. Like, if to make people leave a game and then stay gone, you have to offer a better product.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you try to mimic a game, you're not offering a better product. When you don't develop on the formula, you're not making a better product. And then Concord and Highguard harmed themselves in this because they went and then included a shitload of diversity on top of all that. And I'm not saying diversity sinks the game, because Overwatch exists and it was highly successful. But diversity is kind of like a rusting hull, right? There's a lot of weak points. And if you go around swinging that sledgehammer, well, on a normal hull, you'll have a dent. On a rusty hull, you'll have a hole.
Yep.
So if you have a bunch of weak points and then what you introduce is non-inventive gameplay and, over monetization from day one, yeah, you're going to drive away a large portion of your player base. But even then, I've seen plenty of games. WildStar is a great example of that game somehow still had a dedicated player base at the end of the day. I don't know how that game's dog shit, but it did. But Concord and Highguard had less than triple-digit players by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Concord tried to be like a hybrid of what was it? Overwatch and Avengers or something. Like, because I remember people comparing it to
Marvel
the
Rivals?
MCU and shit.
No,
Where it's
they tried to. No, Highguard tried to be a combination of Overwatch and Apex Legends, and where the first phase of every match was you running around the map grabbing weapons from loot crate drops. And then the second phase of every match was a ability fest where you had special abilities tied to the class of character you were playing. Well, class, hero, character you were playing. And every hero had an ultimate and 3 abilities and a passive. And so they were trying to combine the two formulas, which sounds fine, but then they also had only 3 fucking players because their game was so horribly optimized that 5 players made it lag.
3 players in the map, and what did I think Fleek said? The map the size of Bulgaria.
Yeah, well, that was the problem. Is originally the idea was for like 10 or 15 players, and then they realized that the more people you add to a video game on a team, the more you can stack lead anchors. Shocker, I know. And the more lead anchors you have, as everyone knows in these team-based games, if you can keep a lead anchor as a lead anchor, you win the game. It's not about you being better than the enemy team, it's about you having less lead anchors than the enemy team. And so they kept cutting the player count to improve FPS, because holy shit, some of those skins were horrible for the FPS.
Oh, yeah.
But also because the less players they had, they found that the number of lead anchors that were A, possible, and B, affected gameplay decreased. And ultimately, that's how they got down to 3 players. They found out that when only 1 player is a lead anchor and the other 2 aren't lead anchors, you're still able to win the game when you only have 3 players to fight. A 2v3 is still way more winnable than a 10v15. And that's just how it goes, right? So they had a formula and it was kind of good, and then they didn't modify the game based off of the new formula they had ultimately come down to. Whether that was because of time or money or whatever, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter ultimately because the game crashed and burned for whatever all the choices that they made during everything at all parts of the game, the shortcuts they took during development, the shortcuts they took during marketing, the promises they made during sales. It all just came back to roost, and it is what it is. But my point when I brought up those games wasn't about how bad they were. It was about how, despite how bad they were, I was shocked how small the player base was for them. And that's more my point of I think that the max cap on these types of games has been hit. Everyone who's going to play a battle royale game is already playing PUBG, Fortnite, Vanguard, Apex Legends. Like,
Yeah.
there's no new market. There's no more players who are just itching for not one of those games. They're not there. This is not like the single player market. The single player who will buy every single player game in existence and play them for somehow 1,000 hours each. Multiplayer players find a single game and then they play pretty much just that game until you fucking sink the ship.
Part of that is because the developers are, I mean, the only way to say it is greedy assholes. Like, that's really the only way to say it. Because these developers will go, oh, if I put a bunch of FOMO shit in my game, then whoever joins my game will be hooked on my game.
I mean, they're not wrong. It does hook people.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's part of the problem is that because there's this constant FOMO pressure that, right, if someone spent all their time on Destiny 2, you have to, and we've seen this, you have to make Destiny 2 egregiously awful before they will completely give up on it. Destiny 2 is only now dying. Like, yes, you could make an argument it's been slowly dying for years, but, like, there's been plenty of times when they've followed the MMO cycle of release a new piece of content, millions of people come back, and then a year later, you have a very low player count because you don't have new content, you don't have compelling content, but when you bring compelling content out, they all come rushing back. But now, you have them releasing what's supposed to be these compelling content floods, and people are just going, meh.
Yeah.
We don't care anymore. We
don't
care. They
I
put
played
out
a fair bit of Destiny 2 and stuff like that when the thing dropped, and even I was just kind of like, I never finished the whole story thing. I just kind of like lost it.
Well, see,
then
that's the thing.
They put out what should have been a slam dunk for an MMO, which is a Star Wars crossover. Like, look, say what you will about Disney and Star Wars. There are still millions of rabid fans.
Yes.
And crossing over two highly successful sci-fi properties should have been the easiest fucking slam dunk in the universe, and no one cared. No one cared.
Destiny, in my opinion, had kind of sunk itself too much to the point that even if people would have wanted to mess around with the lightsaber and stuff like that, only the more active remaining player bases were going to even give it a shot, and even then, that's not going to last.
The thing is that FOMO only works if you feel like you're missing out.
Yeah.
But if it's a dead game, then they could be doing $1 million sweepstakes and people still wouldn't check in because it's a dead game.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, Helldivers is Arrowhead is speedrunning.
Arrowhead is doing Arrowhead things.
They are speedrunning the Destiny 2 experience. And that's why it's so frustrating when I look at these games. Cause it's so easy to win. it's like steps to win, and it's like 3 steps, and it's like steps to fail, it's like 12 steps, and then you know those flow charts. There's dozens of them out there. You're like oh, okay, you are a paladin, and your 2 end options are I cast smite and I cast heal. And it's like only 1 option leads to heal and 12 options lead to cast smite in the end.
Airhead just genuinely baffles me because they have effectively the perfect formula that outside maybe the occasional new weapon or whatever, or even just new enemy force to fight, they could have just kept the game going with just constant
That's what I'm saying.
basic updates.
There's-
They had the easiest job compared to
They
something
have
like
12
Destiny and all the
paths
others.
to win. That's what I'm saying. Is Arrowhead
yeah,
has
okay,
12
sorry.
paths to win, and they have 1 path to fail on this flowchart. And yet somehow they keep taking the fail path.
Like, do you want to know what MMO is still trundling along and has continued to do so for God knows how many years? Lord of the Rings Online.
Huh?
Yep.
Still trundling along. Because they managed to look at the flowchart and not kill themselves.
They also did the other key thing is they didn't expand the Lord of the Rings Online team to balloonish proportions.
Yeah,
for
that's
no
true.
reason.
Oh my god, that MMO's been running for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I
April
think that the
24th,
team behind it is
2007.
only like 10, 20 people.
Yeah. And you know what else would have happily kept trundling along if they hadn't killed it? Galaxies would still be trundling along. The only reason Galaxies is gone is because it was killed. Galaxies could have kept trundling along.
Yep.
Like, why can we not get these devs working on some of these games? Because now we know they're available. At least the Galaxies devs.
Well, mostly because they probably didn't have the right opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, look at Elder Scrolls 6. It's fucked.
Ugh.
It's fucked.
Shit's like been like what waiting for how many years now? Todd's gotten tired of everyone asking, and it's like, and then we see like some of
No,
the devs
Todd,
and
you
stories.
showed us the trailer. That's on you.
Yeah.
And then we got clips of the devs, and it's like, okay, we're fucked.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just like
there's no
it's
faith.
like when WoW I forget when this was. Was this is Gray here? Gray would remember. I don't think Gray's here. Gray is not here. Gray would remember. But basically, there was a dev interview that happened back when they were announcing one of the expansion packs that I was playing with Gray. Might have been Battle for Azeroth. Might have been Shadowlands. Might have been the one afterwards. I don't know. I forget. But the dev interview trailer announcement thing started with this fat, nose-ringed bull dyke with colored hair, and the first thing she talks about is feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, lady, I am playing a game called fucking Warcraft. Feelings are the last thing I want to talk about unless it's rage.
And even then,
Who
you
cares
still
about
want to
feelings?
talk about
Give
it.
me the war.
Or nostalgia.
Who cares about feelings? Give me the war.
Exactly.
average World Eater fan.
I am
not
here to
here-
craft war, not talk about my feelings.
Me in the Imperial Guard cosplay. I thought I was here for the Siege of Rax. Does the happy feeling I get when I shovel the heretics in the skull count?
But, and you know what? I think it might have
But
been
you've
the
got to
full
think
pays.
about the heretics' feelings.
No.
It's probably
No,
pain. with what I'm doing.
It was
I'm thinking about how good
Dragonflight.
it feels.
That's what it was. It was Dragonflight, because then they started talking
Yeah.
about the fucking scalies, and I'm just in a call with Gray as we're watching this, and I'm like, this game is fucked.
Sure.
Your rage bait worked. It worked. I'm going to claim your skull for corn now.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they went from one lesbian content creator. How did I know? Sorry, not content creator. Dev. How did I know she's lesbian? I'm not making this up. She told me. And then we went to
Was
a
she a vegan?
they. And I'm not making that up. She told me. She starts off the conversation about the video game with, "Hi, my pronouns are she, they." I'm like, great. I didn't ask.
Yep.
When are you going to start talking about the fucking video game I'm paying you for?
They're not.
And again, it was about the feelings and how they want to remind players about better days, and how they're doubling down on the plot and the feelings and the old characters returning. And I'm like, wow, none of this is making me want to buy the video game. So far, you've talked about none of the gameplay. You've talked about none of the enemies. You've talked about fucking nothing besides my feelings. We're now 20 minutes into this interview. What the fuck? These people can't make video games. And I'm being generous by calling them people. I just... They're ruining escapist fantasy by removing the escapism and the fantasy. I just wanted to play video games.
No.
Congratulations. I'm now involved with politics. You got your wish.
I don't think they meant it like that, though.
That's tough shit for them. They should have developed the brain cells to think about second order effects.
It's really hard, though.
Yeah, but it is very hard. It is very hard. Yeah.
I was going to say, to be fair, I don't think most politicians think of secondary effects nowadays.
More information has come out. They sending 2B to other games.
It's
like
a reaction to-
stripper. Oh. I mean, yeah.
I just saw it funny on Twitter. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll share that since this got shared.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What fan fictions do we want to read, gentlemen?
Let's
What do you wanna
let's go
see
to Kingdom
tonight?
Hearts. We haven't gone to Kingdom Hearts.
Why
yet.
would we go to? Well, we don't go to Kingdom Hearts for a
Kingdom
good
Hearts.
reason. We go to Kingdom.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would you
Yeah.
go to Kingdom Hearts?
So we're gonna read Kingdom Hearts fanfic, but we're gonna stop the second we get to a gay story.
Oh,
that's
well,
it.
see,
We're done.
See, problem solved. Look at that.
Sorry. So the first story isn't gay. I lied. However, it was written
The
by
second
AI,
story.
which is kind of gay. The second story is about a self-insert OC who's going to be taking the place of the main character from Sora. Yeah. Yep, pretty much that's it. It's just another wish fulfillment fantasy of Kingdom Hearts, but I'm the main character. Let's see here. The cat parent trap.
I'm just glad you didn't mention anything on that.
What?
Roxas has planned out what he would say when he met the love of his life. He never thought that on the day it happened, it started with him marching up to the door, angrily ringing the doorbell, and waiting impatiently for the door to open. And when it finally did, he shouted in their face, "Your cat knocked up my cat." A Nami times Roxas story.
I mean, sort of one of the canon pairings, I guess, at least, but no power AU for people doing the bingo.
Yeah, no, it's probably a no power AU if we click on this here.
Probably.
Honestly, I'm surprised there aren't more of those.
Cross-posted to AO3.
Oh, cross-post.
Yep, go ahead and mark that. Yes,
Do we have a
resident
sign
of
L?
Twilight Town as a normal person in a normal life and a photographer. Yes. Okay, yeah, this is a no power AU.
I have that.
Also, I'm pretty sure Roxas wouldn't fucking scream out, "Your cat got mine pregnant," so that's pretty OOC as well.
Well, yeah, but don't you know, basically Roxas is a self-insert for them, so it's an Eno. If you have an Eno, go ahead and take Eno.
In name only.
Yeah.
Yep.
By heavens, I have one.
I have 3 of those already. Goddamn.
Don't
We
have
got no power
cross-post
AU,
on
OOC,
mine.
and in name only. Goddamn.
Do we have sign L?
Oh, yes, go ahead and take a sign L.
Oh, I've got Chat Gupita.
It would be so funny if Kaz were to say he has
Damn, I have
bingo
none of
after
these.
marking off
Oh
the
my
sign.
god, I almost have a fucking bingo. What the
I
fuck?
don't.
What? Post the damn thing.
What?
Twitch.
Liar. Yeah, go ahead and mark off ChatGPT, by the way. And you're missing in name only.
Oh no, I got in name only in chat. Keep it.
Uncomfy age gap only needed. Holy shit knows.
Wow.
Quickly to the Harry Potter section.
Target knows.
Yeah.
This is your time to shine. You know Kingdom Hearts inside out.
Look, I'm trying to play Mega Man Zero over here as well, dude. I'm trying to just deal with this shit. I forgot how unnecessary this hard slash is
Wait,
sometimes.
I've got it. We have to find any pairing that involves Zigbar, because that's actually Braig, who's actually the Master of Masters, who is thousands of years and possibly an
hold on a
entire
minute.
universe
No, hold
old.
on. Time out.
Anything he's involved in is an uncomfortable age gap.
He's not the Master of Masters, though. You're wrong.
Sorry, you're right. He's doing whatever the Master of Masters told him to.
Actually,
Regardless, everything he's part of is an uncomfortable age
I
gap.
just proved Max right too. Fuck.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out, is he going to be able to get figure something out why Sora's nobody is too old for Nami?
I mean,
no, it's
actually, no. You know what? Technically, he's Ven's nobody because he's got Ven's face. Therefore, he's much older than Namine.
That's still
taking
only
it
for the
home.
people that know. That's only for the people who know Kingdom Hearts back to front, basically, and played Birth by Sleep.
It's a Kingdom.
Yeah, so the average Kingdom Heart player.
True.
He's not wrong.
So do we have uncomfy age gap now?
No.
It's not that easily.
That is a funny thought though. Of like, you're the closest we have to an expert in Kingdom Hearts. I'm just a casual player. Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
is that
I don't know if
Jen female author?
I did play.
I know you're not a casual player, knows.
No, Max.
The joke of the average.
To run
Kingdom
with the
Hearts
joke,
player.
Max, you have to say, well, we tried looking at the wiki. And then the casual player
Yeah.
responds with, "Oh, the wiki for blank page is wrong." It's like, okay, yeah, as you were saying. Don't mind me, I'm just filling up my water.
Oh, well, I see a Riku OC times canon on the front page there in your stream.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and type off OC Tom's Cannon. Riku, what you doing, Riku? Want a piece of broccoli?
I feel like I feel like at that point you can just put female author syndrome in as well.
For a lot of them.
A
unfortunately
Pinko
don't
so
have that.
soon. Looks at time, 8:55.
Hey, we only we only started actually looking at fanfiction like 5 minutes ago, so it's very fast.
It is.
Let's see here. We got OC self-insert, female author, and featuring all of the hot men she's got the hots for.
So is that female author syndrome then? Even if it's not with a villain, this harem of hot men is very female author, so.
It's not a harem of men. It's just featuring all of the characters.
So they can't even double down on it. Very female.
I will say that's some bad fucking grammar, though. Holy shit.
Hey!
I have not had bad grammar on a bingo, I think, in like 2-3 months. Holy shit.
Luckily, I picked it up.
Yeah, no bad grammar either for me. Damn, Jesus Christ. Story of Subject X. Taken place after Xenohort defeat in KH3 and Melody of Memory, while the hero have been trying to find Sora, Subject X had been undergoing training wield Keyblade by Luxu and the Foretellers. While training, she traveled to Otherworld to try to regain her missing memories. I don't know, is this a self-insert OC?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me phrase that. I don't know for a guaranteed fact, but, like, it's certainly not a character that exists.
No,
Yeah,
Subject X, there's lots of questions about them. Who is she? Okay, so it's not a self-insert OC. And they do not open up with character descriptions either, shockingly. But they do basically do an info dump on Kingdom Hearts lore, which, fair enough. I woke up in town and I knew a guy. Oh wow, more female author syndrome. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you guys at this point.
Ha
I just need a Padaron and some bashing, and this is Kingdom Hearts, so bashing is very possible.
This story is a V2 of my original idea.
V2?
God damn it! I don't have either of those two.
I just need. Oh my god! I can also just need just canon and wall of text. Damn it! Kingdom Hearts canon.
I think I got
never
such
getting
a
that.
shit board.
I have a lot up, but I need at least unannounced POV and arbitrarily good luck.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for arbitrarily good luck, pretty much only men are allowed to write that because otherwise it's just female author syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And men aren't really writing the Kingdom
Toaster's
Hearts,
really
right?
fishing.
Oh god.
What?
Oh my.
Cross post feed, unlabeled crossover. The thing is, with Kingdom Hearts, you can't do unlabeled crossover unless it's outside of Sony or something.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The whole thing is a crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OC self-insert. 500,000 fucking words and only 55 favorites.
Ooh.
Bro's got twice the number of reviews as he does favorites.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. You never said it was specifically set up as harem. I was about to say, does Aura get that
Yeah,
harem?
nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Trigger warning!
Trigger! I have trigger!
No way! I
I have-
have trigger!
Same.
I don't have
Holy
trigger
Hi,
shit.
somehow.
the Emperor.
Have we got... I need to... Oh.
This story will
Don't have
contain
this.
violence, blood, and people dying. If that makes you uncomfortable, don't read.
Don't like.
Oh.
Oh, wait, does that qualify for
No.
don't read?
No,
Don't
trigger
like,
warning.
don't read? No.
Damn it.
Just trigger warning.
Oh god. No, not a wall of text. It's close, but not quite a wall of text.
Mm.
Oh, that's why it's written by AI.
Chat GPT. AI doesn't do wall of text.
Chat GPT.
Strikes again.
Oh, for real. Radiant Gardens fell a decade ago. Sora, a boy from another world known as the Destiny Islands, shows up out of the blue, swapping places with the missing princess Kairi. Maleficent takes over the world, but Leia and Issa want the youngest and mysterious member of Organization 13 to have a childhood. Sora doesn't come back as the boy they remember him as. Hey, Nose, I need you to look at this.
Give me a fucking second. Where am I?
Just look at chat.
Give me a fucking second.
What the fuck is that?
Actually, technically, if Maleficent
Ah!
is involved. Ah!
What's
What?
that? What's that Naruto OC ass looking character? What the fuck?
What is that?
That's Sora.
No.
That's apparently Sora bought the Rinnegan from Timu, the Didingan.
And
The
became a
didn't
scaly.
gone. Damn, that is some fuck awful grammar. Holy shit. Well, at least we know this isn't AI written.
Yeah.
The AI could never be this terrible.
How old is Maleficent?
Jeez.
Isn't she like in his 30s?
Actually, Maleficent is technically aeons old.
That's fair.
Leah and Ether. Leah is Axel, I'm pretty sure.
I
Leah-
like
yeah,
that
Leah
one,
is in fact Axel.
Who's-
and I appreciate
who the
that
fuck's
one.
Ether? Is that Denix, the fucking guitar water dance dude?
Let's see. Hearts as One, Chapter 2, Kingdom of Nothingness. Don't wait, no, hold up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's got a whole... Oh, boy. Oh, buddy.
Why are you back on the story of Subject X?
I'm not back on the story of Subject X. I'm just looking at this author here who decided he's going to write his own Kingdom Hearts series.
I see.
With a fucking million words. My favorite game is Sonic. My favorite movie is Across the Spider-Verse. My favorite show is Owl House. My favorite game is Sonic Unleashed. My favorite book is Harry Potter. My favorite franchise is the MCU.
Of course he is, Sneaky. He's 17. Join 2022.
Yeah.
Fucking 17-year-old.
He's definitely 17. I was gonna say, with your favorite TV show being Owl House.
And you didn't even have the kindness to put a Patreon in your fucking author's profile and had us read this shit. God damn it.
Right, right. All I want to do is make fun fanfics for the masses. Keep in mind that I don't own these stories. No shit. You don't own the property that you're making a fan fiction of and posting to fanfiction.net? That's crazy. 7 quotes that will tell you my beliefs. Oh, God. Every world has its end. I know that's sad, but that's why we have to live life to its fullest in the time we have. At least that's what I figure. Sonic and the Black Knight 2009. What the fuck did you just
It's
post?
the year of our Lord in 2026, and we have Sonic and the Black Knight fanfictions.
Of course. It's the best video game, don't you know?
No.
Everyone keeps telling me how the story is supposed to go. Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Shut up.
Miles in Spider-Man.
There's so many pieces of media that are just ruined by the fact that 17-year-olds exist. Kill them all.
I will agree with you there. Like I said, I really hate Miles. I really hate Miles.
Well, here's the thing. Miles isn't awful. Miles isn't awful. It's the fact
just
that
everything around Miles is awful is the problem.
Right, and that's what I've told my little brother, is he likes Miles. I'm like, no, the reason why I hate Miles is because they call him Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man.
Well, what are they going to call him?
Miles! They call him Miles!
Miles.
Like, that's what pisses me off the most, is they call him Miles. They don't call him Spider-Man, they call him Miles.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. Honestly, we've had other Spider-Men before, and they've put some kind of appellation on it, right? Even when we had Doc Ock pretending to be him, they didn't call that run Spider-Man. They specifically called it Superior Spider-Man because it wasn't actually Peter Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, what they put in the big text on the fucking comic book isn't Spider-Man featuring Miles Morales. It's Miles Morales, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
Along with
just stop calling him fucking Spider-Man, because he's not anymore. He's got spider powers. He's got electricity powers. He's got fire powers. He's got all these fucking powers.
Mm-hmm.
They keep trying to shove him in everything. I remember, like they made him. Like,
they do.
Electric powers. Thor. It's
Yeah.
like, why are you trying to make him everything?
Oh my god, they did such a fucking racist thing with that. They
great
made him Thor, and then they gave him graffitied Mjolnir.
Yeah, oh,
and a fade.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's just black haircut fashion. That's whatever. But it's the graffiti on the Thor hammer is just it is. Oh yeah, I know that he's black, but do you know he's black? How are we supposed to tell you that this character is black? He puts graffiti on things.
The energy
black,
of a
y'all.
black teen.
He's black, y'all.
I still can't believe that was an actual quote that someone said.
What?
Miles was at his best when he was first introduced in the Ultimate Spider-Man run.
Yeah.
It's like
Because
I don't
like he didn't want the title of Spider-Man, for example. He was trying to be his own thing while filling in shoes that he felt he was the only one that could reasonably fill them in.
Sure. Yeah. No. And I would have been fine with that. You just don't advertise. Don't advertise his video game as Spider-Man 2, because it's not.
Yeah.
It wasn't Spider-Man 2. It was Miles Morales, the video game.
Well, he did get his. It was Spider-Man Miles Morales. And then Spider-Man 2 was swapping between the two.
Yeah, but they gave all the good parts to Miles Morales, and they had Peter get the shit kicked out of him multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But then they decided to do another Mary Jane Watson section that everyone made clear they hated in the first game because it sucked in the first game. Hated that section because the stealth system sucked.
Yeah, it's just I just stop. It'd be like if back in the day, instead of making a new electricity-based hero called Static Shock, they instead replaced Thor with Static Shock and called him Afro Thor or some bullshit.
Well, see, we can't make a new Static Shock.
That
Static Shock
I mean
is
that
already
that
out
one
there.
would have been especially weird considering those are two completely different comic companies.
Well, I know, but I was just trying to pull something like to be remotely similar. Because, like, they still had Miles be bitten by a fucking spider, as far as I remember, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he
He
has
got
his
bitten
own
by a
spider or
spider.
some shit.
Yeah, he got bitten by a spider, which caused an accident, which made that whole
It's
Yeah.
it's been a few years since I last read the Ultimate Run.
But anyway, point being, though, is they tried
I
to give
think
him a similar origin story so they could just call him Spider-Man, because it's like, oh, actually, Spider-Man isn't a person. Spider-Man is people who are bitten by a spider.
Here's the thing. If you were going to continue giving us new Spider-Man, that would be fine. Because look, as dumb as the stuff that happened with Iron Man is, you absolutely could have gone, Iron Man is not a person, Iron Man is a title, because realistically, anyone you stick in an Iron Man suit is Iron Man.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically
more or
did it
less.
with fucking Cap.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
I said they did it, not that they did it well. There's a difference.
Shit, man, the stuff they did with
Yeah.
Pepper Potts was better. Which
Mhm.
honestly,
I don't
I'm
think we do. We really want to talk about that? Do we want to talk about that? Let's not.
No, okay, no, hang on. The actual okay. Once they moved away from the weird superpower virus, that was a good arc.
You're not the Flash, we are the Flash. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's like
fuck is
I'm
that?
sorry, but it's just
No, okay, no, that whole thing was when Barry was going nuts trying to figure out how to stop
Avatar.
what
Or...
they didn't know it at the time, but was Barry from like 10,000 years in the future, who was evil and trying to make sure that he always became a Speed Force god by torturing the hell out of this Barry to make him snap and go crazy.
it was me, Barry.
Yourself.
Yes, it was very much it was me, Barry. It was I. But the whole point was
That
that
time you
Another-
tripped and spilled milk all over your pants to make it look like you
Yeah.
pissed yourself. That was
you-
me,
you know-
Barry.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. That line would have been great coming from the evil Barry. Like as the villain, that being the big
yes,
reveal,
yes,
that would be solid.
that would have been fantastic.
I don't know the context of the scene, but I can tell you they wasted this line.
They
Girl
did.
power.
No, it's not just her. She's literally referring to all of the people that are there in the rest of that shot with them who are part of quote unquote Team Flash. And it's not a girl power. It's a teamwork friendship power, which is still corny as shit. However,
You can't collectivize the Speed Force, Atten.
I mean, you can.
It literally
Actually,
is,
Barry's
though.
done that several times.
It literally is.
Barry has done that several times. And as
Yeah.
a matter
Aware.
of fact, if you try to monopolize the Speed Force too much, there's a very angry undead black man who comes after you. I mean, he's literally black. He's made out of black goo. Death got so annoyed with the various Flashes, he specifically made an incarnation of himself hooked up to the Speed Force to go, you're not getting away
No,
this time, Barry.
Not this time, Barry.
It doesn't matter how fast you are, you can't run away from death.
Yeah.
No, I do not care about Jujutsu Kaisen. Now,
What? Wait, what?
that being okay,
Yeah,
apparently there's a
you definitely
technique in
do.
Jujutsu Kaisen called
Black
Black
Flash.
Now that
Yes.
being
Yes.
said, you could have a
Truly, the
fantastic-
Japanese are deploying their greatest weapon against DEI in America.
God bless the Japanese.
You could
Now you can no longer find the Black Flash. You will be drowned in black flashes.
just like you can no longer find any information about King Arthur or Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Now-
Was it a history teacher that got pissed when they tried to teach about Charlemagne and Veda Stolfo showed up on the search?
Something like that,
yeah. Genuinely, they like lost their shit. Like, what is this fucking weeb shit? Now I will say you could have a really funny crossover where someone's curse technique in Jujutsu Kaisen is actually just summoning the Grim Reaper hooked up to the Speed Force. Chat, I think we have to kill this guy.
Chat, I need 600 bits to summon death.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean the Black Flash's alignment is neutral?
I mean, technically.
Also, I'm sorry. What the hell do you think his occupation is listed as?
Death?
Personification of death. That is not an
Yeah.
occupation.
No, it's definitely an
It
occupation.
clearly is.
Not unless your
Occupies
name's
your time.
Calliope Mori.
No, I mean, you don't know.
Mori as the Black Flash. It's all on leave.
Honestly, okay, look, all I'm saying is the Black Flash would make for a hell of a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Come on. This is look. This is still some fantastic artwork done by Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
It's me, of course.
Mhm.
Barry. But, yeah, anyway. Let's get back to these really cringe-ass quotes. In this world, the worst thing you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved. Kinger. Amazing
Oh,
Digital
God.
Circus 2024.
Oh,
What
Is
if
there a
I
pairing in
choose
this?
me? Then maybe I'm enough. Ruby Rose. Ruby 2023.
Wait,
Really,
is that a
this
pairing?
is 7 quotes that are basically your beliefs. Okay. Here it is, Twig, our first adventure. Where should we go?
Hilda
What?
from
What?
Hilda 2020.
what is Hilda 2020?
What is that belief? What belief is that espousing? I mean, at least with Ruby, it's you are enough. With Kinger, it's, you know, be nice. With Miles Morales quote, it's ignore what other people say. It's with Sonic,
Miles Morales
it's
is like forge your own path.
yeah.
This quote is I'm lost. That's what that sounds like. I'm lost and don't know where to go.
How it started, forge your own path. How it ended, I'm lost.
It's
How it ended.
one of
lost,
those
and
Netflix
everything is on fire.
adaptations. It's one
Okay,
of those
no-
Netflix adaptations.
Okay, that's an abomination. However,
Life
I will
isn't
say,
some predetermined video game. It's time to make your own choices. Only you can decide who you are, kiddo. Macaque, Lego Monkey Kid.
Huh?
What is
okay, anyway,
Lego
what I was
Monkey
gonna say
Kid?
was, I will say,
Lego
if I
Monkey
saw
Kid is basically just held up by the fact that King is. Oh wait, no, Lego Monkey King.
No, I
If
think
I
that's
saw-
supposed to be
Lego
the one that
Monkey
has
Kid.
I think
If
the
I
one
saw
that,
one of
that's the
those-
one that
I
has
know-
Goku as Monkey King's voice
That's
actor.
literally just a
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z ripoff.
It is. My nieces
Oh my
watch it.
God.
It's essentially someone
do-
become.
I
It's
want you
Black
to-
Myth as.
It's not,
What?
I mean,
How
yes,
did
it
you
is,
get
but
away with
also
I
this?
mean, it's
Because that's
it's
the original
Odyssey to
story.
Okay,
the-
it's okay. No,
Odyssey to the
it's
West.
more.
That's why.
Yeah.
No,
Journey
it's
to the
Monkey
West.
King ripoff,
Journey
but
to-
yeah.
Dragon Ball was originally Journey to the
Yes.
West.
Yes,
of
I
Rage.
know.
Journey to the
I
West.
know.
We know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get away with it. I'm not copying Dragon Ball. I'm copying the source material that Dragon Ball copied.
What do you mean he summons a giant monkey mech?
Yeah.
Yep.
That. Okay.
What?
To be absolutely clear, that is
Okay,
absolutely in
fair.
character for the Monkey King.
I
That's cool.
mean, you know what? I
When-
will
when-
actually, I will give you that. If Journey to the West was written 50 years, 100 years, 200 years later, I don't know when Journey to the West was written. All I'm saying is if Journey to the West was written in a time period where industrialization was taking off, he would absolutely have been written with a giant mech.
Oh yeah.
Or he would have
I
turned.
mean,
it
they already
into
have giant golems, like jade
True.
golems. So it's like it's just like a side. It's like an adjacent step to just have a giant mech.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also, Monkey King can just turn into a giant monkey whenever he wants.
You know, I do really appreciate that they didn't make him black. I just want to say, it's an
Well, yeah, they
look,
just made-
no, it's an Amazon show. They could have done it. Okay,
They could've.
the danger was there.
Hold on. Someone
mean-
made an animation based off a line in the show, and I think it.
Yeah, okay. The characters are safe. They are not racial caricatures,
Mhm.
which is honestly
Man.
kind of impressive.
You know,
for-
considering the actual source story, that would have been really brave of them to make that kind of choice for the Monkey King.
would have been.
Oh,
And then here's the original clip for comparison. Yeah, it's fucking Sean.
wait, did Sean
Yeah, it's
Schimmel
actually just Goku.
Oh, okay, guys. All right. So whoever was directing that show was just trolling when they made that casting
Of course
choice.
they did. I mean, he probably was like, "Yeah, totally. I'll just play Goku." But he's an
Wait, they
asshole
got the
mentor.
same voice actor?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same voice actor.
Yeah,
it's really
that's
funny
Sean
because that
Schimmel.
one clip, he's like, "Dude,
Okay,
you know we're
fair.
not recording we're not recording a Dragon Ball Z movie, right? You can tone down the murder."
Yeah, that's Goku.
Yep.
Amazon Kid Show
That's Goku.
Wow.
has
Hey,
the quote.
you know what?
You should have
I
stayed.
have to give
buried."
credit where it's due. That's a really clean animation.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no,
That-
that is clean, but
That
I'm
Lego
putting it, like,
animation has no right to be so clean.
No, it does
A
not.
lot of the Lego, a lot
uh,
of the Lego stuff is that clean. That's the weird thing.
you know, if this is indicative of just the general quality, not the top quality, but the general, I'm shocked Amazon Kids is gonna let that through because in
Yeah.
that conversation he goes from "Wow, I can't believe you escaped" to "Man, I think I'm gonna rebury you and jump."
Wow, I
throwing
can't
you."
believe you escaped. I guess that means I'll have to kill you myself. It's like,
Which very
oh,
very
Goku activate.
very in line with the original Sun Wukong, but I thought this was an Amazon Kids show, and if this is what they're showing now, might be worth
Max, the
looking into
kids might be all right.
Well, okay, not the generation immediately after us, but the current ones, they got hope. They got some hope.
Okay, oh, and they bolded this one, guys. I want you to know they bolded this one. This is the peak evolution of all of their beliefs. Every quote they've had led to this one. Despite everything, it's still you. Frisk, Undertale.
Not even Frisk.
2015. Undertale was 11 years ago.
Yes,
Yep.
it was. And Deltarune came
Yeah.
out almost 10 years ago.
And like 3
Still not fucking
weeks to a
finished.
month ago. 3 weeks to
mean,
a month ago, Toby
no,
Fox told me the
Del-
next chapter of
Deltarune
Deltarune and
was
forgot to
like-
add
To be
advertise it.
fair, no, hold up.
Deltarune was
To
like
be fair,
2019.
Undertale took about another 10 years of development, so you can't really
Hmm.
say that Deltarune taking this long is anything of a surprise.
I can
Yeah,
tell
but-
Toby that he needs to do something
My-
because the fandom's going fucking insane again.
Good. The
Didn't
Glam are
I-
going
Maybe
crazy.
that's why he's not doing anything. Maybe he's waiting for them to tire themselves out before the next drop.
True.
I was gonna say, Deltarune fans are currently going crazy. Amazing art. Why the fuck are you naming it like Mr. X Poo or something? Whatever the fuck when you paint the fucking Mona Lisa, by the way.
But I mean, yeah, these quotes are just honestly these quotes are garbage. There is so many
Yeah.
more peak quotes out there you could have had from so many other characters that had way bigger emotional moments. I will say, despite everything, it's still you. It does go hard, but it only goes hard if you know the context.
I was gonna say it's great in context. I don't know how good it is outside of
Yeah.
context.
Outside of context, it's you're now trying to figure out what do you mean when you say this. Like,
Yeah.
despite all the good things you've done, you're still a monster, or despite the horrible things you've been
That
through,
that's why I
still
love the quotes that
kicking.
are on my profile. Because one of the quotes on my profile is obviously my grandfather, but the quotes on my profile are like the quote from Raoul, which knows. Right, Nose?
I vaguely recall it. It's been a minute since I played New Vegas.
If you do Raoul's quest line, and you ask him about his past and everything, he'll go, "Yeah,
I know
I'm
it's
an
about.
open."
I know it's about the pat. I just don't remember the exact line.
Yeah, he goes, "Yes, go ahead and ask me anything, boss. I'm an open book. I'm missing half my pages and the rest are in Spanish, but I'm an open book."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Raoul.
And like that is peak Raoul.
I always liked the bad.
And it's I liked it so much because it was honest of him just being like, "Yeah, look, I have done so much crazy shit. I've forgotten half of it, and the other half I want to forget."
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I'm taking from the it's in Spanish because your character is implied to not speak Spanish. So it's like, don't ask
Well,
me
he's
about
also
it.
he's pretty proud of being who he is, obviously.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like.
Well, I mean that depends on what path you take him down, but yeah.
Well, no. Pretty much regardless of path, he's always like proud of his Spanish heritage. Like,
Well, no, that the Spanish is not the part of it. What he's not proud of is what he did.
yeah,
those
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
No, he's not the proudest of being the gunslinger, I guess.
Yeah, you can convince him to take it back up, and he will.
Which, while badass, does kind of feel reductive.
Yes. And, you know,
I
but
will
he
say
is still proud of how far he's made it. He's still proud of what he does now.
Yeah, I would say I honestly I think that's one of the things I like the most with all of the characters in New Vegas is while they all have different paths you can send them on, the whole point of the game is about letting go,
Yeah.
not necessarily forgetting about your past or that you did wrong things, but that sometimes you just gotta stop. And
Which is-
sometimes it's you gotta forgive yourself, and sometimes it's you gotta forgive other people. In the case of Boone,
And then sometimes it
holy
means
shit,
shut
Boone,
the fuck up, Alyssa.
stop whipping yourself, dude. You have no back. You can stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it's like, Old World Blues was, a reminder to not forget, but to also move on. and not hold on to the past.
Yeah.
Sierra Madre was about understanding the reason why you do things, but also at the same time letting go.
Technically, it's letting go. Letting go of
Yeah.
poverty.
Let go of
Watch
all
your
that gold.
chance.
Fuck
go
you,
all
I'm
that gold.
leaving with every single gold bar.
I have a stealth boy. Fuck you.
It's practically impossible to take the gold bars with you. So what you're saying is I have a chance.
Well, no.
Me losing a race to
I-
a snail overburdened. Let's go.
I got out with every single one of those gold bars with an optimized path jumping around railings. And then 3 years later, Sneaky told me about the Elijah Head method. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that
Oh,
was so much
yeah.
faster.
The Elijah Head method?
Yeah, you chop
So,
off
you-
Elijah's head and you can carry it easier because it doesn't count as a heavy object.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you stuff all the gold bars onto his corpse.
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's lame. That means I don't get to hear him like yell out his last.
Yeah, that is funnier. But yeah, listen, the whole thing of that, and then of course there's everybody's favorite, the divide.
Ulysses,
Which,
shut
I mean,
the fuck
nobody
up.
likes it. Why did you scale them that much? Oh my god, I hate the marked men.
Oh no, I
True.
was fine with. Honestly, I was fine with that.
No,
Because I was
I
like level 40
mechanically
something
hate
when I
them.
went through them.
I mechanically hate them.
Oh no, mechanically I was still fine with it. I hated the writing. I hated this little
Yeah.
shitheel trying to make me feel bad. It's like, buddy, you've allied yourself with the Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It-
no,
Between
he's-
the NCR and the Legion is disturbingly close to ontologically evil in
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas.
yeah.
Well,
Well, not if
it's
you listen to
also
people on
it's
Reddit
just
Although,
like
technically, he is no longer part of the Legion. He was, and he did specifically leave the Legion. While he's obviously still Legion leaning, he is not part of them.
Oh, no one even mentioned honest
my
hearts. 'Cause
my
there's only one good part of
problem
honest hearts.
is
he
that
left
he's
Sauron.
still-
Well, he's still Sauron leaning.
He's
look,
pointing.
look,
he's
he left
pointing
the
two
Legion.
nukes at the world.
Oh, yeah. The bigger issue is he wanted to nuke New Vegas and the NCR, from what I
Just like
remember.
motherfucker, you don't have
No,
the high
it
ground
wa-
when you have
it-
two nukes
it-
pointed at
No,
people.
It wasn't the Legion and the NCR. He wanted New Vegas and the NCR, I think.
No, he genuinely. How do I say this? He genuinely wanted to see what you would do. Like, the
don't-
whole point is
Yeah, but if you don't stop him,
Okay.
they still nuke
Yes.
the NCR.
And I think you're assigning more credit to the writing for that character than the character deserves.
That too.
entirely possible.
Um,
Big empty. I don't care about the big
that yeah, that
empty.
God, Ulysses was just shut the fuck up, dude.
Oh, don't
Like,
get me wrong. He's an
here's
idiot
the
and he
thing.
needs to shut the fuck
And
up.
the worst part, it's like, dude, I worked with the NCR because they were marginally better than the Legion, but I still ran the free New Vegas ending because the NCR is so gunked up that they can't do anything of actual worth in New
Well, here's
Vegas.
the question: do you
outside of
serve
being a new
Mr.
trading
House, or do
partner.
you go full independent?
Oh no, get rid of House. He's
fuck
part of the
House is-
problem.
House is an asshole.
Yeah, House
You
is
get
part
rid
the
of
problem.
him because he's got the same problem that the NCR does, which is massive corruption, except now the massive corruption is stuck with one single tyrannical leader with an army of robots that answer only to him.
Not only that, there's
It's
actually
really funny
even
because people
worse
like
than
keep
that.
bringing up like the deleted
It's all
scene
of the
like,
power.
Oh yeah,
when
the
you
Yes
when you
Man,
do
like,
the house ending, you're concentrating all of the power in a guy who is actually dying, because
Yeah.
he even admits that he's dying.
Yeah.
Like even
he's-
despite his life extending machine, he is dying.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
not just
'Cause
that.
can only take him so far.
You're also concentrating all the power in a dude who is, by his own admission, a power-hungry autocrat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And more importantly, he admits that sharing is not really in his game plan. So if he dies, when he dies, unless he's suddenly developed the ability to share, everything
No,
he
he
built
doesn't.
falls apart.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything he built doesn't necessarily fall apart. If you fix the problems between the casinos, theoretically those can carry on after his death, however 3, 4 decades that
the
is in the
problem
future.
is that the sanctity of the strip is kept only in place by the knowledge that House controls the Securitrons, and the Securitrons are hypothetically a military force that can't be fought and won without a Pyrrhic victory, which in the Wasteland is a loss. And the problem with that is that the second everyone thought, not did, thought House had a weakness, all the strip rebelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second that House fucking dies and the Securitrons or whoever finds the One Piece, shit's gonna get bad.
That's a fair point. Which is why it's important to get rid of him, install yourself as the new thing, and implement some prime directives, we'll call them, and then you fuck off and keep being a courier, and everyone's like, so who's the leader? Who are these things answering to? No one knows? Okay, great.
Don't worry about it.
Now we have a shadow leader. That's great.
The joke's on all of you, idiots. I don't give a shit about this place. I just want you all to stop fighting.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that was my favorite part of my first ending. Just like, and now the New Vegas is free. Great, and the courier went back to being courier. Great, awesome. I'm so glad. I'm gonna go wrap up a bunch of side quests now.
Yep. No. I mean, I honestly, I
Because
really wish there was a less terrible ending that follows you just being like, okay, well, I've decided to kill everyone. Oh, because you're a psychopathic murderer? No, because they wouldn't fuck off and leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, yeah, fair.
Yeah, rather than just running the NCR and the Legion out, you get the option to decimate the forces there to prove
Yeah,
a
it's
point.
like I killed all of their camps. I've killed all of their stationed forces. I've killed their leaders. Not for an independent New Vegas, because I killed House too, and I killed all the leaders of all the fucking strip clubs, and I killed the fiends and the cons. I'm not an ally to anyone. Just everyone wouldn't stop fucking bothering me.
I just
None of
wanted
you
everyone.
left me alone.
I just wanted to deliver packages.
So this is how we get the radical. This is how you make a radical libertarian.
I'm sorry. I just imagine the courier walking down the hallway of the Hoover Dam with the automatic shotgun. All I wanted to do, bang, 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 was deliver, bang, 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 some fucking packages. Bang, 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 bang,
It's
bang,
like
bang, bang,
Brotherhood
Our
of Steel
our
shows up,
residents-
and it's just a fucking mountain of corpses, and it's just like, what kind of force took all of these men out? They must have had an army. Why do they all look like they were shot by the same gun?
Our residents are trying to.
Why is the exact same? Why is this nothing but the exact same shell gauge? Oh.
Yeah.
This
They
is
find
worrying.
the courier. They just see the courier walking down the hallway.
Oh, it's necromancer's fuck.
Oh, fucking!
He
Oh,
walks
there was
down the
such
hallway,
a great
looks
clip.
at the Brotherhood of Steel. You want to go too?
Yes, here we go. So this guy is a great YouTube short author. I don't know if I've posted his stuff here before.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Some Korean. He makes like these very silent animations. They're great.
Yeah, he makes a bunch of silent animations, and they're all just about normal dudes who were like, actually, no, fuck the supernatural. I'm just gonna grab a gun and start.
I just find it very amusing that the Korean is probably the most respectful I've seen, or I'll say, not respectful, creative with like just Christianography, because like he has like
Oh, yeah.
Templars committing like brutalizing like monsters and shit. It's just like, okay, you know what? This is actually kind of neat. Why is it coming from a Korean of all people?
I'm here for the werewolf.
That's this is pretty good.
My
Just
hands
like,
down
you know,
favorite one.
Maybe I'm not the monster in this horror movie.
Here it is. This is my hands down favorite one.
Oh, I was just about to post it.
Oh, it's that one. Oh, this is the dude that made
Oh,
this one?
I found this
Yes,
one.
this is the dude that made these.
This one's always great.
But
Love seeing
yeah,
this one.
if you've watched this guy's stuff before, each of those dudes have their own separate story as to their origin.
What are the... Oh no, what is gonna happen here?
This is this guy's origin story, I think, or at least part of his background.
Here's this guy's background story. Which, by the way, it's the Weeping Angels.
Oh boy.
This one gave me a chuckle. Just light on, shadows running.
This is gonna fuck my entire feed up.
I really, yeah, this guy with the fucking switch, except the monster's running away from him.
And when his eye glows in the dark.
Oh, I like the little Goblin Slayer glow.
He puts just enough action in the clip without like being really over the top with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like his so
I
much more
you know,
like thematic
that
ones.
one
Like this, I like this one.
the
This one was
Weeping
really
Angel
thematic.
one's solid, but it is worth noting at some point their feral instincts will go, okay, we don't want this smoke anymore. We need to go. Also, perfect example of why Weeping Angels
Oh
would
yeah,
not
that
work
one.
in an American-based Doctor Who.
This one's called
So
Food
we have the
Chain.
firepower. Called
Yeah,
what? Oh,
food chain.
oh boy.
Max, I'm sorry, I'm gonna flashbang you and give you PTSD at the same time.
This one was another great one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Alright, switch on off's pretty good.
I like this little sweat beads. I'm not here. You don't need you to see me. You don't see me. You don't see me.
There was another one where it's the guys just summoning demon after spirit, and like the spirit's like, wait, oh shit.
I mean, the Buddha guy's about to throw hands.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah.
If I'm gonna post the Buddha one, I gotta post this one. The priest and the Buddhist. And then you see the demon who possum just decides to leave. Fuck this shit, I ain't dealing with these two. It's great, Gray. Oh, Gray's not here.
Yes, Gray. He gets in between a stare off.
Okay.
Suddenly is regretting it.
The food chain one is solid for the sole fact that it's clear the clown is trying to act like he wasn't doing anything. Nope, I wasn't hunting anyone. Don't know what you're on about, man.
Fuck this
Just
shit, I'm out.
walking this way.
Yeah, they're good shit. It's good shit. I really like this author, yeah.
It's just so creative with how he goes about it, and it's just so fresh, even for something so short.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, and it's good for him. He's got 42 videos, but already a 250,000 subscribers. You know, good for him.
Good for him.
But yeah, I don't know. I think putting quotes like these on your author profile is just kind of like
Cringe.
yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, it was cringe back in the day when people did it with MySpace, and they're like, "These quotes define my life," and it's like a Linkin Park quote, Red Hot Chili Peppers quote, and a Backstreet Boys quote, right? It's kind of just like, okay, so you just quoted 3 things that were ultra contemporary for the moment you were in. I understand. I'm not saying that you quoting them is like improper or something like that, because it's you, the content that you grew up with, so obviously that's going to be the stuff that made an impact on you. But it's like seeing the color blue, and you've only ever seen the color blue, and you're like, yeah, blue is my favorite color. It's like, I'm not gonna blame you for saying blue's your favorite color, because you've only ever seen the color blue. But there is other colors out there, and you can't really say blue's your favorite until you've seen them. And there's some pretty banger colors out there.
Especially when you're sick on medication and you're seeing the colors.
It's
pretty banger.
true. But it's kind of just like there's a lot of really good quotes out there about freedom, about living your life the way you want to, about there's all sorts of stuff, right? That really maybe might encapsulate you, but you quoting someone who's quoting someone who's quoting someone who's quoting someone who's quoting the original quote that I'm saying you probably should have quoted in the first place. It kind of gets a little bit
redundant.
Yeah.
On the 9th distillation of the idea, you've lost a little bit of the nuance. Like, what if I choose me? Maybe I'm enough if I choose me. It's a terrible fucking quote. I understand what they are trying to say in that moment, being that Ruby fucking killed herself. But
that girl needs a better father figure, clearly.
Yeah.
She needs better friends as well.
But it's just like...
Actually, wait, let me reiterate. She needs better friends other than Penny.
Yeah.
True. Well, Penny got killed, so... Because
exactly,
of her.
You couldn't have a good friend.
Yeah. She did not have a friend in her.
She did not have a friend inside her.
Yeah.
Sneaky, I've discovered the perfect novelty gift for you.
Oh yeah, what's that? What have you?
I've placed it.
God damn it, At, I see what you posted.
Where does one find this holster?
I don't know, but I will. I do need to acquire it.
I appreciate the girl in the background, or at least I hope it's
Yes.
a girl.
It is.
Piping
Sorry,
up.
Light Girl was not the objective, although she is absolutely killing it.
The big
Has
mouth
the energy.
bass is about to
Isn't
speak.
that the
Y'all
ocean?
listen closely now.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeehaw.
Woo.
Listen, it's
Isn't that Light Girl
somewhere
in the background doing the Oceanoko fucking
Yes.
light
yes.
show
yes.
dance thing?
Yes.
yeah,
Nice.
with the correct amount of energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enough energy to lose her headpiece.
But anyway, point me.
Like,
Ruby's quote is bad.
Front girl's just kind of doing some half-ass little day. Background Light Girl is like, I have committed 1,000 years of my life to this dance.
A light girl is the front girl's biggest fan. That's what that is.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's what we're getting there.
Like, here's a great one. If you're trying to talk about going on an adventure, like this, as the kids say, mogs the fuck out of whatever Hilda was trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
It snowed
That's
last
just
night.
not
Isn't it
fair.
wonderful? Everything familiar has disappeared. The world looks brand new. A new year. A fresh, clean start. It's like having a big, white sheet of paper to draw on. A day full of possibilities. It's a magical world, Hobbs. Let's go exploring.
Now, in fairness, a significant amount of power on this particular quote absolutely comes from Watterson being a great artist and having fantastic use of space, negative space, etc.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. But I mean, it's still a very powerful quote in of itself because it's
Yes.
talking about how things have been reset, how things are. There is a new beginning opening up for them. And they are treating this with a level of anticipation and respect.
Yeah.
Not just, okay, let's go on an adventure. Where do we go? That's a more whimsical, disrespectful distillation of this idea.
Yeah.
Not saying it's bad, it just loses a lot of its power.
And, like, another thing, I hate when people miss the point of a quote. Like, take Peter Pan. To die would be a very great adventure. Peter Pan is not suicidal. And he's not talking about being an idiot and being brave. The whole point of Peter Pan is that he's going on the adventure. And you know what? It's not going to be safe. But that's part of the adventure.
Yeah.
At least in the original versions of Peter Pan.
The
which
implication
much
of him
darker.
dying is that it would be because of a great momentous event, not because he offed himself or, was just stabbed in the back alley by a...
Yeah, or
African-American.
because he's going out looking for death, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Yeah.
Also, just since we're talking about fantastic quotes, not adventure related, but, I mean, listen, we always got to give points for Hogfather. That's a real sword. She could hurt herself. Then she will have learned a valuable lesson.
Oh, yes,
An
absolutely.
extraordinarily valuable lesson.
I gotta pull the whole fucking thing up just because Hogfather's fantastic.
It is very
I
good.
remember that little comic. That
You
was
can't give
amusing.
her that. It's not safe. It's a sword, said the Hogfather. They're not meant
Life
to be
isn't safe.
No, she's a child, shouted Crumley. It's educational. What if she cuts herself? That will be an important lesson.
Wow.
Now, part of that
good
is him trying to
going.
actively help her, and then the other part of him is kind of being,
Well,
bit of
no,
a dick.
Oh.
no, he's not. Like, that's death.
All right. Well, Google's taken a page out of Discord's book and is considering limiting free storage down to 5 gigabytes if you don't have phone verification.
Oh.
Good.
Honestly, I mean, again, I have said this many times. Just go read like pretty much everything in Discworld because Terry Pratchett does a fantastic job. They're all great books. And the man was willing to both embrace fantasy but also deconstruct it.
Actual genuine deconstruction is actually part of a good critique.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Instead
Speaking
of just
quotes,
contempt of the
Atten.
medium.
I like that one. Ah, yes. One of my favorite ones when Terry Pratchett is letting everyone know his elves are not Tolkien elves. They are traditional elves.
Yeah, oh yeah, see, elves are wonderful, they provoke wonder. Elves are marvelous, they cause marvels. Elves are fantastic, they create fantasies. Elves are glamorous, they project glamour. Elves are enchanting, they weave enchantment. Elves are terrific, they beget terror. The thing about words is that the meanings can twist just like a snake, and if you want to find snakes, look for them behind words that have changed in their meaning. No one ever said that elves are nice. Elves are bad.
The Fae are not to
Imperia-
be trusted.
Sudden Imperium.
Well, no, it's also
How
just
tall
Fae-
was Terry
any-
Pratchett?
Fucking elves.
You know,
Modern
I never saw
deconstructions
Terry
are a red
Pratchett
flag in
in real
media.
life.
This is a deconstruction, I shout. Looks inside. Contempt for the genre. Yeah,
Which
that's pretty much
good
how
news.
it goes, yeah.
Terry Pratchett is way older than that, so you don't gotta worry.
The thing is with modern deconstructions is that, yes, half the time they're brought about by the person hating the idea of whatever the deconstruction was.
Yeah.
Of whatever the original construction was. And not always for entirely illegitimate
Incorrect.
reasons. Like, Sao was the peak of isekai. Isekai slop, I should say. Because it was a cool idea in where they executed literally everything wrong. In fact, I'm so right about this, the author agreed with me and rewrote it.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, okay, again, the original Sao was a writing challenge. Like, it feels not fleshed out because it wasn't.
Yes, but
And
they still published it and tried
Snowball-
to make money off it anyway. So you can't
yes, but that's
you can't use the
that's on
shield
the
of writing
publisher.
challenge when they still published it.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's on the like. Yes, he bears some responsibility because he okayed the publishing, but like, progressive is what he always wanted to do. They're like, no, just give us what you got.
No, and I'm aware of I'm aware of that, right? But that doesn't make me wrong.
No, oh no, absolutely not.
You know, just because he had a rough outline sketch and they ended up publishing the rough outline sketch, that doesn't make me wrong that it wasn't the peak of isekai slop back in the day of just being and like cuz you can clearly tell Sao was the break point. After Sao came the flood of isekai deconstructions.
Mm-hmm.
Because for whatever reason, Sao was the final straw for tons of people, and everyone was just looking for anything that was shitting on everything that Sao did.
I think the
Regardless of how good
problem
it was.
is the way that he is in the original version of Sao
Yes.
Kirito is the ultimate wet cardboard protagonist. Like,
Yes.
just
And people thought that was good.
absolute zero. No, but that's just it. They didn't, because everybody started looking for the deconstructions. Like, he's got an absolute 0 in just about every single possible metric that could be used to measure personality or development or growth or even something as mildly interesting as a misplaced hair. There's lots of things about him that could be interesting if they had a bit more time to be developed, but they aren't, and they weren't, so they're not. Which you then come all the way back around to SAO Progressive, where suddenly all of the things that could have been fleshed out are actually getting their time in the sun, and we're seeing why so many people looked to Kirito, because he was constantly solving problems, and he was constantly at the forefront, pushing groups forward, helping them out, even when there was no direct benefit to him other than getting the hell out of the game.
Right.
And you also see him making steps to try and make things better and caring about not just people, but the NPC, right? Everything that happens with, oh, I can't think. What's the Dark Elf? Who's
Kismet?
definitely
fuck.
What is that?
I
Yeah.
know, yeah. I know.
Kismel, thank you. Right. Everything that happens with her is like, oh, yeah, he's capable of caring about people and forming relationships and just trying to help them. And now, of course, it helps that he cottons on to the fact that she's absolutely sentient pretty early on, even if he doesn't quite internalize that. What are you chuckling about?
Some guy who likes to make "You've Killed the Wrong Person" shorts.
Boss, you killed the child.
No, it's more like, oh, you said to take out Spider-Man, so I thought I was gonna weaken him. Oh, okay. What'd you do? Like, take out Black Cat? No. I killed his grandmother, Aunt May.
No.
You did what? Oh
You did
no,
what?
dude!
And that's all of his shorts of just, I just did the
Yeah,
wrong thing.
I love that guy, because it's one of those like, did you not hear about what happened to the Kingpin when he threatened Aunt May? Did you hear about that adventure? That was a good one. Oh, he did one for One Piece recently, which the dude decided to steal Nami's money,
The fool.
knowing nothing about the shit her crew will do for her.
But,
Never mind what
yeah.
she'll do.
Forget what
They-
she'll do. She'll just go, Luffy, you get that back, 1% to your meat
Unfortunately, what you've described about Sao is now the Royal Road meta nowadays. People rushing out book 1 just to publish on Kindle Unlimited. And
Absolutely.
see, that's the thing, right? Is like, no one learned anything from what happened with Sao, because the deconstructions that came after Sao weren't people looking at the narrative structure of Sao and seeing flaws. It was a lot of people who were looking at Sao going, I hate this so much, I hate everything connected to it. Look, I am drawing myself as the Chad and you're the crying Wojak. And so they didn't learn anything from it. And they pretty much made all the same mistakes that everything they were, air quotes, deconstructing made, except in the opposite horseshoe direction. And now people are getting sick of those because they're dog shit because they were dog shit deconstructions of dog shit.
The bigger problem is it's also different, like, subgenres of isekai.
Yeah.
Because the shit we get from the fantasy isekai making fun of things that were established by was it Mushoku Tensei, the Jobless Reincarnation?
Right.
Are different from what we got from the Death Game deconstructions that followed SAO. Everyone forgetting that Dot Hack existed long before that. And
Poor
did it
Dot Hack.
better before that.
Oh, poor Dot Hack.
Dot Hack is
Poor
my
Dot
jam,
Hack.
my boy.
But I mean that's my point though.
I
is
wish
it
they'd
wasn't
finish.
It wasn't a
They're not going to.
deconstruction of
What do you mean
the
they
peak
finish?
of the genre. It was a deconstruction, air quotes, of whatever they hated, and it's kind of it's not quite a straw man because they are using a real target, but the target is effectively made of straw because the target didn't really understand the genre that it was being made for either.
Yeah, well, like, Atten's observation about, like, oh, Yusuke Kirito does care. It's like, we saw that in the original writing for part 1 of SAO, though. But it couldn't be expanded on because, again, it was a writing challenge on a web novel site, and then the dude got lucky and got published, and then was rushed into future arcs.
Yeah.
Even though what made him popular was the world building of Aincrad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he found his stride with the Alicization arc to the point where I'm like, man, I should pick up those other books and find out what's going on with the digital soul civilization.
Yeah, that stuff was weird, and I'm still slowly chunking my way through that.
Then he decided to do some weird survival MMO mystery thing that is the current arc.
Hang on, that's what he's writing instead of finishing progressive?
So from what I remember reading on the wiki is that after Alicization, something happens and every super big MMO gets deleted and merged together in this mystery survival game. But if you're and you have to keep an eye on your character because they will starve while you're offline.
Oh no!
What?
Oh jeez.
That's what I remember reading on the
he's
wiki.
given up.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think he's just trying to find.
He's entering the Dragon Ball Z stage of if I just write shit so ridiculous, surely they'll make me stop.
Surely they'll leave me alone. Guys, I gave you Cell Saga. Leave me alone. Oh, fine. Okay, guys, I gave you Majin Buu. Leave me alone. Damn it, that wasn't enough.
No, I was like,
I'm not coming back.
Why is he going after Alicization?
You wrote GT. How dare you? I'm coming back.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, that's on him.
But yeah, the Royal Road added a financial incentive to once again get back into. I mean, hey, look, Toaster. All I'm saying is you have the power. You have the power to make it happen. But anyway, what do you mean what? You have the power.
Here's the latest arc.
You have the power of the pen.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Is that unital, right? Like,
yeah,
Orbital? Is that what
I'm gonna pronounce it urinal.
Or orbital. I swear to God, if that's
It's probably unital.
Yeah, no, it's unital because the Japanese is uniteru. So yeah, that's. What is that supposed to be from, Nasu? What English word are you bastardizing with this?
Oh yeah. I was remembering right. Why is that emote in there? What the fuck?
All the
17 earthquakes rocked the world simultaneously as the sky is covered in warning and announcement signs. On the fated day with Sword Art Online, the phenomenon marked the moment where all games on the Seed Nexus were abruptly, forcefully merged into one survival massive multiplayer online game known as the Unital Ring. Okay. That would be possibly the greatest developer prank in existence. Yeah, hey guys, I know we've released this game engine, Every
Oh.
game on the game engine will now be forcefully taken by us and united into one game.
Yeah.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
to be fair, theoretically possible because all the games are built on the seed, and as was shown with GGO, not a lot of creativity in changing the source code to suit your
Yeah.
needs. More,
No, yeah.
they pulled a Bethesda. They stapled new shit onto old stuff, hoping it would work.
Also, apparently
did.
there's this weird mystery because that one
No,
that
okay, hang
blonde
on.
kid.
No. We're not done with this stupidity. With New Aincrad crashing down onto this new world, Alice, Asuna, and Kirito managed to save the log house from being destroyed by softening its landing. You are on a falling sky island thousands of feet above the world. What do you mean,
Also,
soften its
okay.
landing?
Based.
However,
Alright, this
the three
Based.
of them now found
No.
themselves in an unknown forest with only their equipped items, 2 of their greatest weapons, 1 most developed skill from Alfheim Online, and level 1 accounts. The only clue the players were given as to the goal of this new game is a cryptic announcement by the disembodied voice of a young girl, urging them to visit the land marked by an aurora, where the first player to reach it will be granted everything. Although players are allowed to log out of Unital Ring on their own accord, unlike the Death game, their avatars remain vulnerable in the world even when the player is not online, while any player who loses their life in-game may never log back in again. In order to uncover the mysteries, we'll have to deduce the mechanics of this world to save their crumbling log house and upgrade it into a stronghold that could withstand attacks from malicious players, reunite with his friends scattered across the map, and recruit the inhabitants of
so
this
it's
new world to
Rust.
join their cause.
Yeah,
Cause.
literally
However,
just Rust.
yeah.
It's
However, their
Rust
rise to
on
power draws the ire of a certain
steroids.
malicious individual who desires to dominate players in order to achieve her goals. Meanwhile, Kazuto learns from
New wife gained.
Stop that.
Kikuoa Siroji that someone has managed to gain access to the
Government agent,
underworld.
man.
Oh, right. In order to discover who this intruder is and what they're plotting, the boy will need to dive into the underworld with Alice and Asuna once more. There, Kirito will
How
encounter
is
a man
he
with
still a boy? He's out of college by this point.
with a striking resemblance to his fallen partner and best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, he's back somehow. I was gonna say
You know,
that, and then you guys kept
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is actually a huge win for anyone in that time who's like, I feel like I'm losing too much of my free time to these games. It's like, oh, if I don't log in, my character dies and I can never log it in. I think I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
This frees up so much of my afternoons.
Yep. He's back somehow.
This is just Char, motherfucker. This is just Char.
This is how I find out that Yucho died. Which is great. That's
Oh.
That's not
surprise.
That is actually just. That's just fucking. That's just a Quattro Magina thinking no one knows he's Char with sunglasses. It's all.
By the way,
happening again.
Max, if it's any consolation, this is also how I found out the guy dies. So.
Well, there we go.
Before I had to. Before I did.
Somehow,
yeah,
Char returned.
This is some Quattro Vegeta,
Yeah, I think he just the author just doesn't know what he's doing.
I
shit, like, out the
think he wants to be released from his bonds.
What makes you say that?
I'll be honest, Max. I think he's been wanting to do that for so long because everything after what was it, Alfheim, the Alphamark, has felt like he's just been spitballing shit and just going for it. Like, there's some stuff that's nice, but when I just look at the plot, I'm like, what the fuck is the end goal of any of this shit? Like, is there a goal? Or is he just making shit up and we're just going along?
That one. Speaking of going along, it's time for us to go along to fucking sleep.
I mean, I suppose we can release everyone here. I mean, I suppose that's true. It is 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
however,
we went off topic from Kingdom Hearts, so we aren't getting bingo.
I think we can close out on one final crash out.
I genuinely surprised we didn't get anything with like the relationship.
The Odyssey.
Oh no.
Oh, it's another Ridley Scott fucking blunder.
So, my problems with the new Odyssey are numerous. Not in the least that we have apparently a she-it playing as Achilles when she is 80 pounds when soaking wet.
Who's playing
know?
Achilles?
Ellen Page.
Elliot Page.
Someone
Oh.
named Elliot Page, yeah.
And Helen of
Um,
Troy, who's supposed to be a beauty so great that she caused the Trojan War. Yeah, she's apparently a 4 out of 10 black woman. according to
you
online.
know, that was the Kaz, you fucking read my mind. I was about to say the exact same thing. It's like, it's not even really so much that she's even black. It's she's just not pretty at all.
Yeah.
Even slightly. You have something for this? Of course you do. But yeah, she's just not pretty by any definitions. She's pretty enough to maybe launch like a half a ship. Oh, this one. Yeah, this was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
I did see this one. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
like
funny.
the spear one more. That was straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, Aura.
I wasn't trying to make a joke, honestly, but
no, it's just it's so absurd. It's maybe I could have ignored it. Maybe I could have rolled my eyes at it, but they just had to keep going, right? Nolan came out and he was like, "Oh, yeah, so we're not going to use an orchestra for any of our music in this movie because orchestras didn't exist back then." It's like, okay, I mean, fair enough. Instead, we're going to have a battle rap sung by a black guy to a house trap beat because all of those things existed back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think what was funny and or it wasn't funny. I was listening to like Drinker and the others where they were on their little group podcast thing, and they made a comment saying if he had said this was his own take on the whole story or whatever, a lot of these stupid issues would be maybe
I mean,
a lot
no, even
more
then,
acceptable.
I would have been really shitting on a lot of these.
Oh, of course, they're just stupid decisions, true, but it's like it would have looked less worse, I'd say.
No, I think it still would have been terrible because there's a certain framework you have to work in when you're even when you're doing my take on this story. Like the reason why Romeo and Juliet, but it's 1990s, 1980s, inspired America inner city gang culture works is because of how true they stayed to everything else, despite what they changed.
Okay, that's fair.
Also,
hang on. A big part of that is embracing the absurdity of what they're doing and being semi-irreverent with it while also playing things straight to the hilt. Like I know that's a lot of words to say, but the fact of the matter is, like, the idea itself is from a guy at 4 o'clock in the morning. Guys, what if it was Romeo and Juliet, but the Crips and the Bloods?
Right.
Right, and okay, but what about swords? We're gonna have a gun manufacturer called Sword. Like,
yes.
Right, obviously it's all ridiculous.
But that's what I'm saying though, is despite everything that they changed, they still stayed true to the narrative line, right? It's one of those give and take things that I talk about quite a lot. Of you have to make them still, act out the original play structure. But because you do that, you can now have them replace swords with guns, talking with inner city accents, while also speaking Old English.
I was gonna say, the best part about it is they were just saying the original Old English text.
And yes, and that's my point, is because they kept true to certain parts of it, they could make other parts of it more ridiculous because now they had the suspension of disbelief income. They had the investment income effectively to
Yeah.
make those changes, because if they change the swords to guns, if they change the characters from European to black and, Mexican mix, and then some white people, and they're all speaking with Detroit accents, and it's taking place during, the 1980s, and, it's between, police and a local gang. It's like, if they change fucking everything, then it's not Romeo and Juliet anymore. It's not a parody of Romeo and Juliet anymore. It's just its own fucking story that's done worse, that took inspiration from Romeo and Juliet, which loses the point of doing it. Because the point of doing it is answering the question of, what if Romeo and Juliet in the 1980s?
It's funny.
Right. And so when you have, like, the idea of, like, oh, what if I did my own take on the Odyssey? What if these parts were more important? But those parts that were more important have to be from the Odyssey. Oh, what if they were exaggerating about, Cilia and,
Charybdis?
Yes. And in fact, like, what if the whole, Nolan could have done what if the whole thing was an exaggeration, and in reality, the events that he told everyone that happened were really blown out of proportion? Like, those are movies you could make and call my interpretation. What isn't my interpretation is the prettiest woman in the world is a fuck ugly person who wasn't even in that area in that era. It's like, okay. My interpretation is house trap rap. It's like,
okay,
so are we doing, like, a more modern idea? No, we're doing everything true to ancient Greek. That's why we're not having orchestras, but we're gonna have a house trap beat, and this guy's gonna rap it black style.
I mean, I guess you could argue that that's the way it was done with, like, oral traditions, but at the same time, that's kind of dumb.
That's what he's using as an excuse as to why he's doing it that way, but they didn't have house trap.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna have music, have some kind of nice music, like, fuck.
I mean, yes, but also at the same time, if you're gonna have music and you're saying you can't use an orchestra for the swelling background track because it's not accurate to history, don't then pick the most modern fucking thing in existence to replace it. Like,
Yeah.
be consistent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you want to use modern shit, use modern shit.
Well-
If you want to make it modern diverse, use modern diversity. But don't then be like, oh, but it's historical. Oh, but it's my
Need I
take
remind
on
everyone
the
about this
tale.
man's last movie known as Napoleon that no one in any sort of
Yeah, he makes
Well,
fucking
society
dog
said
shit
gross.
movies, and he puts the worst fucking people into the positions because he's just a goddamn hack. It's just...
Wasn't there also something about Patrocles or whatever?
Worst
that
part is
they-
he's made good movies, just, not good movies recently.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he just said he made good movies, but not anymore.
But yeah, and then he's basing the whole thing of the Odyssey based on a feminist retelling of the Odyssey that came from this British feminist author who hates men and rewrote the Odyssey to fit more of the fighting against patriarchy stereotypes to empower the women in the story.
Oh god, they're doing Godfather 3. He's doing Godfather. You do not Godfather.
Also, yeah, then they make fucking Zendaya as Athena. It's just... Again, look, if you want to make the cast of characters have fucking black people in it for some fuck all reason, sure, but let the Greek god be Greek at least.
No.
It's like fucking, I don't even know an African deity to make fun of, but take an African deity and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have an African tribal retelling of like the time that Ugathu stole the sun and hid it in a clay pot or some shit. It's like, okay, sure, and then we make the god who's telling Ugathu to go rescue the sun, fucking white or Asian or something like that. And, like, people would be rightfully pissed off about that. Because it's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, I think the worst bit is we're not even allowed to be pissed off about shit like this anymore. Where the villains
I
are
mean, frankly, I don't want anyone white in this cast. I don't even want white people in this cast. I want fucking Greek actors in this cast.
Yep.
But
I mean, I will admit, if we had to have one white person, I'd probably put Henry Cavill as Achilles. So.
maybe. I'm still angry about Idris Elba as Heimdall.
Idris is a good actor, but I get it.
It's the problem is.
Here's the thing. I cared a lot less about that because, like, it's not real Thor.
Yeah, the thing is that the comic books have the Asgardians not be the Norse Asgardians, but they are in fact a space alien race that was genetically engineered with eugenics, and they were mistaken for gods when they visited Earth. So having one guy be black, it's like, I mean, okay, fine.
Especially when, here's the thing, you're clearly doing it because you're selecting a super talented actor. Like,
yeah, and then on top of that, the actor's actually good at acting, and they did a decent job. He did a decent job as Heimdall. And you didn't make a big deal about him being black, and he didn't go on and do interviews about being black. So that's it makes me, when I first saw it, it made me roll my eyes, but it wasn't that bad, and I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, technically the source material supports you in this.
Here's the thing, when I saw it, I just didn't give a shit. Like, here's the thing, because they didn't make a big deal about it, I didn't give a shit. Like, obviously, when they're doing, like, what they're doing with,
Well, I mean, I think I would have given a shit if the story was, like, a retelling of, a fucking Beowulf or some shit, and then they just had a random, like, black chieftain.
Yeah, but...
I would have been like, why?
Yeah. But they wouldn't do that. They'd actually be more racist accidentally by making the monster black.
It's funny you say that.
Oh, God.
Because the, historians are now thinking that the tale of Beowulf is based on certain stereotypes of a racial inspiration.
It's the Viking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm really not sure where they're going with that. Like, it's
Are they trying to say
obviously,
Grendel is a certain ethnicity? He's a son of Cain.
Yes.
He's a son of Cain.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of the Christianized version.
I was gonna say, I know it's the son of Cain, and I know he's technically not the son of Cain in the non-Christian version. I know that, but he's a fucking.
The original Grendel is described as a long-nosed, obnoxious, greedy.
'Cause it's a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hang on, no, like, the
How
should I
many
say? The
civilization-
idea of a troll was already long cemented
Yes.
before
Yeah.
Turks or before Ottoman Turks, which would have been their first interaction with something of that particular look,
Yes.
start showing up. So that's just a. I'm sorry. That's a. That's
That's what I'm
best,
saying.
It's
That
a misguided idiot.
yes,
At
that's what I'm
worst,
saying. Their current push is in the historian world is that actually every culture apparently had a creature based on certain ethnicities.
Yeah.
or they wanted to make something fuck ass ugly, and there's
Yes.
And that's anti-Semitic.
shut the fuck up. No, like just shut the fuck up.
Alright.
There's sets of facial features and appearances like long droopy noses and fat and saggy and loud
Yeah,
and obnoxious
normal
that every
dysgenic
culture's going to
features.
hate.
Yes. Normal features that display dysgenic nature to people, which generally repulses people because it means there's something significantly wrong with the person. Yes. Obviously, you're going to base your monster off of that.
And I want to be clear, I'm not saying this is you saying that. I know it's not. I'm just
Yeah.
annoyed with whatever fuck-ass historian is trying to say that, because you're making it worse for the rest of us. Shut
That's-
the fuck up.
That's the funny part. Oh, that's the funny part.
What?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, that it's just their efforts to try and like generate a racial discrimination that was promised to them 3,000 years ago is actually making the whole thing worse.
Significantly, massively worse.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Odyssey. There's
You
a
think
lot
you're
of
helping,
ways they could have
and you're
done it.
not.
And again, it's one of those things of like, there's 1,000 ways you could have made an Odyssey movie. There's 1,000 ways you could have adapted an Odyssey movie. There's so many themes you could have chosen to focus on. There's so many sections of the Odyssey that could have gotten their own movie. And instead, what we get is this hypocritical, political bootlicking, flag-waving bullshit of a story where the director is using logical fallacies to try and defend his vision, air quotes, of the movie because I don't know whether he genuinely believes in what he's trying to do or he is just so lost in the sauce that he doesn't recognize what he's doing anymore, or malicious ignorance, however you want to spin it. I don't know. I'm not going to make a claim that he is, some, malicious bad actor, but at the same time, however you cut it, he's fucking stupid. His idea of what the Odyssey is fucking stupid. His selection of the actors is fucking stupid. It's probably going to suck. And it's going to be another giant waste of money that's going to make enough back that's going to be used as justification to continue the grift. Because you know what Mixtape did? Mixtape wasted $600 million. It wasted so much money that people realized how fucking useless she is as a lead creative. Which is impressive. You've spent $600 million and all you were able to make back in gross revenue was an estimated $50 million. That's an insane loss. That is a mind-blowing loss. And in fact, it's such a bad loss that the entirety of Annapurna Interactive just walked out.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
This a new thing or is it something
Oh yeah,
old?
this just happened recently.
Oh.
Yeah, in response to the mixtape situation.
Oh, I did not hear about this yet.
They all walked out. They felt they were not being involved in decision making enough. And all 25 of the employees walked out.
Jeez. That's bad.
And Toaster, here's the problem. It's not Daddy's money.
It was
$200 million of it was Daddy's money that was set aside for her trust, which she blew. It's all gone. The $400 million of it was on a loan that Daddy used his influence to imply that he was backing her venture, but never actually backed the venture, and at no point on the loan did it ever state that he, Oracle, or any associated entity would be second signing this loan.
Yeah.
And ultimately what happened was that $400 million of taxpayer money was given to Annapurna Interactive. They blew all of the money, and then the banks got government assistance to help them recover some of the money from Oracle at a was it 25% loss on the loan?
Great.
Because Daddy basically told the banks, I have $1 billion credit line with you guys. Either you take a loss on this loan or I am closing my credit line. And so, of course, the banks took a loss on the loan. Which, of course, taxpayer money then assisted with them on that as well.
Of course, too big to fail, buddy.
Too big to fail. Yeah. So, ultimately, at the end of the day, yes, one could only wish that she was sucked through a 1-inch tube. One can only wish.
Nah, that's too quick. Drone quartered.
I mean, I suppose that is technically quick, but I also feel like simultaneously it might be the most unimaginably painful way to die as your blood is forcefully vacuumed out of your body from a small 1-inch hole. But either way, she did not learn her lesson from mixtape. She did not learn her lesson from her entire staff walking out. She has Daddy's money. And Daddy's money bought 25 new employees. And she brought on, as a co-creative director, a lady from Netflix who's also a massive feminist, and anti-patriarchy, and believes that there needs to be more female-focused games to fight the male gaze and all of that fun yickety-yak garbage. So, ultimately, the next games that come out are just going to be more of the same, and they're all going to suck, and they're going to waste more taxpayer dollars because ultimately the people lending the money to them to make these games are too big to fail, determined by the government, and they will just be given taxpayer money to keep making up for their horrible, horrible, horrible choices, which they will keep making because they literally can't fail, because they're not allowed to fail. And then our taxes will be raised. Because fuck you. But yeah, so that's the news we're gonna close out the night on, because I just want to remind everyone, there is always more. It will always get worse, and the government also wants to remind you to pucker up and bend over.